1,400 gold away. Oh, I can get Hexter too. This is a Maul Lucas. It was like nickname checks out, and then I don't remember what the nickname
I thought I was gonna jump in during the hype, like the really hype insane part. Oh cool, we don't have delay. But I'm here now. Hello everyone. What's up, Joshy? What's up, Em? How you all doing? Welcome to the stream. We have some Undertale going on. Oh, sorry, Deltarune. Deltarune's what's happening. There's a couple things need to fix. I hope we're doing good. I hope the audio's okay. I hope the music's not too loud. Just vibing. Good. That's why we here. I hope everything's not too stressful for you in the States, Em. I know it might be a bit of a tense time, you know what I'm saying? You doing good, Josh? Good. No homework tonight? I'm doing alright. Just been to a lot of graduations and I'm kind of tired, but stoked that my friends have graduated, stoked that here we are now, and yeah. Would you two like a reading? Would anyone like a reading now while we have the time? Just waiting for results right now, dude. Yeah. I was actually watching some CNN and some Fox and some world news before hopping on stream, so I'm a bit tense. My parents love the news too, so eyes are on the screen. Viv has arrived. Hi, Viv. How you doing? How are the hands going? Hopefully we're all breathing today. Guys, I found like really good jams today. Just like 2 new songs. I couldn't play any of Jose's songs on this stream because I don't think I'm allowed to. But 2 new Undertale songs, guys. Freaking lit. Friggin' lit. Let's transition. Cool. Welcome. Hello. The rest have seen it. Em, I don't know if you have. Have you seen the book yet? Our stream book? Because it looks amazing. And now Viv has a poem in it as well. So you've seen the outside. I mean, I'll show everyone again. Y'all have seen the outside. Right. Looks good. Looks pretty okay. Looks decent. I'll put the Tower Boys to the side for 1 second. You open it up. That's my first ever donation. I took out money for it because I would like to have it as like a good motivator. Got all the haikus coming down on the side. More haikus. This is Joshy's poem. Yeah, that's Joshy's poem. Is that your poem? That's Viv's poem. Oh, that's poems from Mike and stuff. Where is it? No, this is M's poem. Am I wrong? No, it is. It is. This is your poem, M. I know I want to put stickers, but I don't know which ones. And on the back, we have all the sticky notes from the original haikus. Oh. Why are we listening to Mega Man now? Not that I'm complaining. But yeah, this is all the little post-its of the original haikus. We have the little note card from another stream that I watch. Apparently if you subbed, you get a letter, so I got a letter. And I don't know what other... I don't have stickers to put on it, though, which is the thing. I really would like to. But yeet. If y'all want... Oh, there's also a new thing. We have a new command. We have a couple new commands, actually. If you do exclamation roll, it'll roll you a d20 and give you a number. I don't know why we have that, but it's just a thing, I guess. And if you do exclamation dex with an S... Oh, two L's, roll as in like rolling dice. If you do exclamation dex, you can see a Imgur message. Imager of the dex and the title of it and everything. So it's a cool little thing to have. Roll an 8. No. Yeah, there's the Imager. I keep thinking Imgur. I keep saying Imgur, and I took pictures of the decks, and there's actually some stuff for it now. It's just so I can stop explaining to people what the decks look like and just hop in and, you know, have them actually see which one they would want. It was really easy to upload. I thought I would have to do something stupid crazy, but that was it. So it's not bad. And yeah, anyone who's popped into the stream, if you would like a tarot reading, just let me know. I'll add you to the list. We're currently not doing anyone right now. I'm gonna sneeze in a second. Ow. No, it ran away. The second one ran away. You would like one? Alright, Viv, let's do you one. You know the drill. Which one would you like? 1, 2, or 3, and how many would you like? I also didn't see if Joshy or M wanted one too. Alright, we'll go Viv. I gotta do your usernames as well instead of writing your names. Alright, we'll go. Here's the list. And then Toxic. Joshy. Oh, Josh. I haven't taken the time to actually learn how to do a, what do you call it, a poll. I really should, but we're not there yet. Our brains are not there. Okay. Let's do this one. Let's do this one for you, Viv. Joshy M again. What type of reading would you guys like? Let me know. Let's just see how many cards pop out for Viv. It's the first reading. Oh, actually, let's do a reading for me first. Let's just get warmed up. See how things pop out. See what things feel like. Judgment in the past. This is for me, so this isn't for you, Viv. Don't worry. And we have special reserved spot for Josue later. 8 of Pentacles. Work. Oh, yay! 3 of Pentacles in the future is a nice one. What? Princess of... Okay. Princess of Pentacles, pretty nice. Yeah, if you guys have any questions for the tarot, if you just want a general reading, even if you just want one card, or just have anything else, you know, let me know. The usual, guys. It's the usual. It's a bit zoomed in today, isn't it? Five cards, classic deck. Let's write that down. 5, Stop jamming and actually read your tarot. Goddamn. Where is it? I've missed the card like 2 times already. Where am I? Associated with common sense, the ability to understand and forgiveness, diverging perspectives have brought forth new consciousness. It spreads its influence. This resurrection asks for change to be recognized. It heralds improvement, completion, motivation, inspiration. Right. Cool. Also, sorry about the spooky winds. It is raining around me. It's not that bright. It's been pouring, actually. So, can't help it. It's supposed to be, like, almost summer now. But, the cold's not a bad change. Let's see. 8 of Pentacles talks about prudence, motivation, and self-discipline, learning, perfecting new skills. Yeah, I guess that's kind of streaming. Judgment, I guess because school's done, I'm not really judged on my work anymore. I'm kind of just free to do my own thing. And the 3 of Pentacles likes to talk about work, putting in the work, having the work seen by people. Exciting job, powerful position, new directions. So that's really good. If this was legit, hopefully it's a job in the horizon, a job at a school someplace. Yeah, because if this is purely like a career reading, it's, you know, the judgment being done with all of the assessments in school and making sure that I'm a proper teacher, being looked at or looked after. And then you got the 8 of Pentacles, which is, again, let me just refresh my freaking brain. Learning and perfecting new skills, so that's maybe sending CVs and stuff like that even. This could also just be just general skills to make myself better in terms of production with the streams, planning, maybe to more digital work, and then just a job in the future would be cool. Hopefully it is a teaching job or a full-time job of some sort, but you know, the card's not really going to tell me what specific job it's going to be. I'm kind of curious about the Princess of Pentacles. Study and education, the pregnant woman embodies fertility and growth. So I guess it's just like, you know, on the verge of literally birthing my new career or a career whatsoever. So still want to study towards it, still want to learn a bit more, still want to but then it's going to be learning through experience at that point. Four of Cups, luxury in the background, or what I'm ignoring luxury, maybe. New experiences, emotional indifference, excess leads to dissatisfaction and boredom. New possibilities are seen. Okay, so it is just me ignoring the fact that I need to do certain things and get out of the rhythms that I put myself in the past 3 weeks or so. Also, new experiences is interesting because I haven't been taking new experiences as much. Let's go a little calmer with the music. So yeah, so I was supposed to go to a drinks last night, but I really didn't want to because I was tired, but I was supposed to be a bit, anxious and nervous about it. So I'm ignoring that there are opportunities for me to meet new people, there are opportunities for me to go out and actually do stuff. When in reality, no, that is the reality. I'm just ignoring it. It's not when in reality is. That is the reality for me. So that's quite nice. Good focus on the work stuff. Good hope on the work stuff, hopefully. Yeah, and that's pretty much been me, guys, for real. All the school stuff has been a big focus, trying to get jobs, trying to just apply to schools, and just working with the Frisbee team. It's been the focus. Is this the one that we like? Or is it this one? I think it's this one? Sorry, I'm flippy-flopping between the music. Just trying to find the good ones. When was this posted? Today at 3:11. Oh no. Nah, it's fine. We'll get there in a sec. But yeah, okay. Alright, Viv, let's go to yours. I intend to do 3, but if 5 comes out, 5 comes out. There's no question for the tarot you wanted. Debauch. The 7 of Cups. Hey, Mike. Hey, all. How are you? Coming in strong. Long no spoilers, tarot. Just dropping by to say hello. Look, okay, I wasn't bothered to change it because when I jump back into Yakuza or something, Cheetah, it'll just be there. So it's okay. Not at all. Just if it wants to tell me. All right, cool. But yeah, how you guys doing? Oh, seeing an ad, lol. Cheetah, tell me when you're good, then I can explain to you. Then I can explain. But also, other people have explanations. Mr. Michael here needs to tell us what happened in the weekend. Give us some updates, my guy. Give us some updates. Still with the colitis. Does your girlfriend want a tarot reading, Cheetah? We're doing one for Viv at the moment. Okay, good. Yeah, dude, I'm lazy. I made a mistake. I'm not changing it. And no one can give spoilers to the tarots. Alright, Cheetah. Thank you for popping by. Nothing of meaning. We got closer and had some one-on-one time. That's good, Mike. That's good. You can take the role of Viv right now and go ham on your story. So I didn't rush to make a friggin' move. That's good. Okay, progress. Progress. I mean, it's not like it's gonna be a overnight kind of thing, you know? Viv, your card's taking note. Oh, here we go. We're going 5. Unless we're pairing these together. You know what? I think we'll pair these together. So that's the Queen of Wands, and that's the 7 of Swords. I did sleep with the dad, though, by accident. You know how that happens, though? It just happens, though. I can't blame you. Sometimes. Sometimes when the opportunity arises. Seven of Cups. So yes, fantasies and illusions, addictive behavior, and destructive emotional habits. So in the past, Viv, there was probably some sort of addiction that you went through, or some sort of like rhythm that you constantly went back into. It doesn't have to be like something like a toxic addiction or something. It could just be something that's pushing you back for a second, or like a habit that wouldn't really let you progress towards something. So at the moment, you are with the Two of Swords, which talks about peace, repose, meditative spirit, decisiveness in making choices, make balanced choice between two contradictory possibilities. So again, I feel like you figured out that this is not me relapsing immediately. I hope not. I really hope not. My dad is not a baker. Is this a setup? There we go. Because you have nice buns. Thank you. I bake myself, though. I myself am a baker, not a professional one. I've never been paid for. Well, actually, I've been paid for it, but I don't work at a bakery. But it really is feeling like a bakery because of all this goddamn cake you hauling around, Michael. And then Seven of Swords, which talks about futility, and the Queen of Wands. So maybe that's like two ways that it can go. So, Swords. Seven of Swords talks about recklessness, misguided efforts, and negative thinking. A fickle mind, deceit and self-deception, useless and futile plans. And then you have the Wands, which talks about self-knowledge, self-fulfillment, and transformation. The strong stance denotes power and self-assurance. So here's the thing. Hey, I came at you with a good one. Alright? It wasn't bad. It also just reminded me of Gabriel Iglesias. Or Gabriel Iglesias. But like, you know. Gabriel's funny. He likes to talk about cake all the time. He's like, it's a bakery. So Viv, for you. Yeah, exactly. It's fluffy. How do you... Oh. Stop knowing me. This is weird. You stop. But like don't. But stop. But really don't. Can I have a picture of you to show my friends? Angels do exist. Damn. That's a good one. I was trying to come up with a line to follow back with. But it's really hard to try to come back at perfection because you can't really win against that, can you? Viv, back to your reading. I gotta stop flirting with Mike. So yeah, this card talks about a bit of self-failure and self-doubt and kind of being unsure about where you are or where you're trying to go. But somehow it's paired with the Queen of Wands, and the Queen of Wands really talks about confidence amongst the struggle. So it's a leopard in the picture. It's quite blurry, but like the leopard in the picture talks about the dark spots that it's going through, but it's standing up in a tall and strong position that it makes you not want to... It shows you that your failures do make you better because you work through it and you are progressing and improving yourself through the failures. However, you're kind of doubting yourself with it. So what I suggest with these two cards, with the way that they popped out, is that whatever decision that you make with the Two of Swords over here, right? Whatever decision that you're trying to come to grips to or trying to get to at the end, you will have some doubts about it for sure. You will have some queries or questions or a lot of like think that you failed, but I think it's more of like you make a hard decision that feels bad for you right now, but it's going to turn you into this in the future. Because again, the thing that has been playing in my head for the past couple weeks is sometimes the right decision isn't always the most fun, right? And people like to say decisions are hard. The best decisions are the best decisions for your life is sometimes the hardest decisions to make. So I feel like you will have some doubt. You will be worried about the initial impact of whatever this decision is, but it's going to make you stronger. You're going to have to maintain that power stance. Like, it's going to be here. You're just not going to be able to run away with it, but you will have to maintain the stance a lot and hold strong with it. But yeah, it's good. Because I think you moved away from whatever this is. You figured out that you have to make a change of some sort then you made a decision then you make a decision against it and like progress through it. And because it was something that was so natural to you, something that you could easily just fall back on and like get through, you'll doubt or be scared that you're moving away from it, but then you will be stronger for it. So that's, I think, what the tarot is saying. Once you make the decision, it's okay to doubt what happens. It's okay to doubt and maybe be worried about what actually occurred, but you'll be fine. Do you have a mirror in your pocket? Because I can see myself in your pants. Nice. Oop, my sister called me. I hope your sister was fine. I hope your sister's okay. I've been enlightened. I hope it's about something not too serious, Viv. If it is, we got your back. If anything worries you, don't worry. Well, if anything that worries you, then yes, obviously you can worry, but we're here to support. We're here to, at the very least, not solve problems, but like listen to the problems and see if you need to vent. But yeah, really. Alright, good. It's good that you're relating, good you're figuring out. Guys, is the audio okay? Just want to make sure that we're fine. And Mike, would you like a reading? If you are back from your sister, let me know. We'll do yours now. Alright, Mike, I'll add you into it. But apart from that, though, I hope your Halloween party was really good. Sorry about the rustles. But yeah, I hope your Halloween party was good. I hope everything was fine. It sounded good that you're making progress with the lady. MCG32, which is good. Hell yeah, I'm proud. But we can start shuffling for M because she told us what you need. And Mike, if you still want to choose what deck you want, you can go exclamation decks to see and just tell me how much you want. Okay, you're back. Good. Well, we're doing your reading right now, M. We're just shuffling a bit, going through it. Yeah, star, very good, right? Your deck, nice. Nice. You on the ball today, Mike. You on the ball. I'm gonna deck you. Queen of Wands. Just, you know, we had that just previously, but it could have a different meaning in this deck. So yeah, you're right. This is why I don't like this one, because of the singing. Where's the one with... The Velvet Room, Last Surprise, Rivers in the Desert, Beneath the Mat. Oh, here we go. Layer Cake. We're doing Layer Cake. Yeah. Sorry, this is just really fitting for me because of the rain. Listening to the sounds. It's very relaxed, kind of mysterious, kind of spooky. I feel like it fits the tarot vibe for today. But yeah, and you said this was general, right? You didn't have a question specifically for this one? High Priestess. Reverse Six of Wands. Damn. High Priestess. It's not gonna run away from you, my girl. It will not. Ooh, almost. Oop, Five of Cups. Alright, well that's the one negative. Something you're ignoring. Rock Slaughter, hello, welcome to the stream. yeah, what the fuck was I gonna say? My mind kind of just blanked. Welcome to the stream. What's up? If you would like a tarot reading, let me know. I'll add you to the list, and we can do some stuff. If you want to look at the decks that are on hand, you could do exclamation decks to see, to get a link to all the pictures of the cards. Am I tired, Mike? A little bit. A little bit. My brain has been out of it. I've just applied to a couple jobs today, and we're fingers crossed. But yeah. So, but the star, obviously, you know, it's a muted sign of the sun. It's kind of like a more content version. There's a balance between the waters coming in from the land and the earth. So we're pouring on the land. We're coming into the sea as well, like the ocean. It's a very quiet, it's a very subtle way of feeling the joy, feeling the passion. So that's why I feel like content is like the right word for it. You're quite happy where you are. You're quite happy. But you're not like, you know, you don't have to be excited, overly energetic happy. It's just, you're sat looking around your surroundings and feeling like, cool, we're in a good spot. And that sits in the past. So you're coming off of a good thing. We're progressing from that good, from that contentment, and which puts you into the Queen of Wands. It talks about a friendly, chaste, loving, honorable woman. Some reason there's a call for the love of money. Oh, it's actually, this is interesting. Throughout this suit, the wands are always in leaf, as it is a suit of life and animation. Emotionally and otherwise, the queen's personality corresponds with that of the king, but is more magnetic. So yeah, it seems like you're attracting a lot of people towards you. Maybe you're attracting a lot of good towards you. It's Halloween is quite interesting for the time being because of the black cat. You see the black cat symbol there? So it's more like, I feel like you're in tune with your spiritual self and the aspects around you that's coming through. And this is very clear for the High Priestess that's coming up. So as much as we've gotten the High Priestess in your readings, I feel like in the future, or like in the coming future, you will come and actually become that energy where you are more aware of the subtle messages, you're aware of your growing intuition, I would like to say, and you're actually coming into grips with it, which is quite amazing. And I don't like the guy singing. Like, he's not bad, it's just not the vibe. Curious about the Six of Wands in reverse. Let's see this. Also, yes, Rock Slaughter, I have seen it. I'll put you there. Shiva, hello. I'm doing alright. How are you? Hope you're doing okay. Tell me if you want a reading. I'll add you to the list. Let's see. Yeah, Six of Wands, reverse. Apprehension, fear, as a victorious enemy at the gate. Treachery, disloyalty, as if gates being opened to the enemy. Right. And you know what we were talking about at the start of the stream about how it's a bit weird right now? Do you remember about, you know, what's on the news and what's currently happening? I think that's what's going on, because you're afraid of I'm assuming you're afraid of the repeat of what happened 4 years ago. But I have to pay you, lol, Mike. I feel like that's where it's coming from. It's either that and or you're a bit worried about, I would say letting someone into your life. That's what it seems with the Six of Wands. Like, it talks about a victorious enemy in a way. But we don't know that for sure, because there's still a battle to be had. Because again, if it's upright, like that strong victorious person that you're coming in, that's you taking it, or someone who is victorious coming through, this one is kind of just being apprehensive in a way and unsure. So it's just jumping there. Quite unsure. It hasn't really landed anywhere strong or landed anywhere confirming. And you're ignoring the Five of Cups, which is a card about actually ignoring things. In the image of the Five of Cups, he is crying over, or she is crying over, or the figure is crying over actual spilt cups. So 3 cups that have spilled forward. But behind them are 2 cups that stand tall, 2 cups that stand strong and firm and like alive for that. So there has been some sort of loss that you have occurred to you, and it seems like you're just, I think the card, because it sits in the position where you're ignoring something, it sits in a way where you're kind of ignoring what you still have left. It's not that you've lost everything. Yes, you've lost something important to you, probably. Or something didn't work out, which means you don't have those cups on you, or you don't have those cups by your side. Just know that there are cups around you there still. You didn't lose everything. Not everything has failed. I would be disappointed by these cups that have spilled and have been lost, but it's okay. You are still able to have these cups there. So whatever has happened, you came from very content past. You got that fiery, strong energy attracting people to you and being more intuitive and having that connection with the spirit and the energy, but more. So trust yourself and trust what you're going through. Then the intuition with the High Priestess, you're going to reach that at some point, so you'll feel the peak. Not everyone stays in the peak forever, but you will feel like a time where that intuition is at its highest. Worried about someone who's going to be victorious, that's kind of there, that you'll have to let into your life. Doesn't have to always be that. You are just worried, so it's not necessarily going to happen, but it's okay to be worried about it. It is a bit scary, the situation, if we're going to go with what I said earlier. And you're ignoring that there's still things for you, and there's still things with you at the back of your head. Just because the cups have spilled doesn't mean it's a complete failure yet. So keep strong, keep your head up. You still have the things around you to keep you fine. And you will be good. You will be good. Why? He's back to singing. He's back to singing. Okay, here we go. Cool. I can still take over the world. Yeah, I mean, honestly, if you want to start your army anytime soon, I'm there. We can make it happen. Alright, Joshy, you up next. And then Mike is next. But Mike says I have to pay him. But Mike can pay me. I'm kidding, you don't have to. Yeah, Rock Slaughter, you're gonna be after Mike. Rock Slaughter 5, like Sergeant Slaughter, but with rocks. And then Shiva's next. God, your name is so long and intricate that I really don't want to mess it up. Can I check? Lol M. It is raining where I'm at, Rock Slaughter. Joshy, which deck did you want? Shiva, yeah. I know, I'm trying to just keep it that, but I just wanted to put your name down correct. Just let me know which deck you want. Same with you, Rock Slaughter and Shiva, you guys. Hey, what's up? Wow, the words just don't want to come out today. What's up, Winter Child? How you doing? Hope you're doing alright. Good evening, gamers. What's up, dude? With the delay and everything. Original. There we go. Thanks, Joshy. Rock Slaughter, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the community. Welcome to the chat. We don't just do tarot here. At the moment, we're playing Yakuza, and we're working towards finishing Yakuza so we can play a bird dating sim. I don't know if that's your vibe, but tarot is a consistent thing on Thursdays, so we alright. We'll be alright. We gon' be alright. Can Nevada just finish? I want Georgia to finish. But Mike, we'll cut the politics talk from there. Don't want that really coming in through. We'll keep it off the stream today. Well, actually, we'll just keep it off the stream. I don't want it to like hurt the stream or hurt the vibe because we trying to just relax. We trying to do some tarot. Nah, it's alright. Do not need to apologize. I should have warned you. But how funny would it be? It won't be funny, but like it would be funny if we just threw in a banhammer straight away, no questions asked, no warning, just kicked. We're not gonna do that though. Oh yeah, Ohana in the chat is a mod, so if you piss him off and he does something wrong and you feel like you've been poorly, unjustly treated, let me know and I won't listen to you. He's my mod for a reason. No, I'm kidding. If he fucks up, it's fine.
I'm not banning anyone. I'm just here to vibe.
You have the power though.
I'm gonna ban
Just
you.
don't.
You're banning off your stream.
You know how many times people have tried to ban the streamer?
Dude,
So
I'm
many
here for the
times.
people.
Man of the people, he says, and then he turns against the people, and then hurts the people.
Whoa. That's much.
Hierophant. Joshy, that's looking good. Sorry where you're at right now. Sorry where you're feeling. There has been some sort of conflict with the Seven of Wands, and then the Nine of Swords coming up with like sleepless nights, a lot of regret, a lot of doubt, a lot of judgment. But the Hierophant is something to look forward to at the end, because the Hierophant likes to talk about like a fatherly energy. It's learned, it's learning, and here we go. Here's what's kind of nice about it as well. Do not test him, Mike. Do not test him. You smell what you gonna do. I didn't finish. Yeah, so here it is, Joshy. Once we look at, I need to see what the Hierophant looks at first, and then we'll talk about the rest of the cards. Mercy and goodness, inspiration, the men whom the Querent has recourse. So, Page of Cups as well. Page of Cups, beginning of love. Page of Cups, impelled to render service within the Querent will be connected. All these directed to business. Alright, so that's not really that again. Yeah, the Fool is there, so it's good. I know, me too. It's such a nice card to have for just the general future and general outlook. So here's the deal, Joshy. There has been something in the past that has been a conflict for you. For some reason, I feel like this is some sort of inner conflict because of the Nine of Swords, because it seems like a private thing. So whatever it is you were challenging yourself from, or whatever it is you were very unsure about yourself, it feels like you're still questioning. It feels like you're still trying to find answers, which is a really rough place to be, but it's an understandable place to be, and I support you, and I hope that you can get through whatever this conflict is in your head, because that's where the Nine of Swords is. It's sleepless nights, it's worrying and doubting, and it's to the point where the stress has gotten too much about trying to get through or talk through the situation. But the Hierophant I very much like as a card of being able to get away from that. Not even getting away from as in running away from, but getting away as in growing up and finding more about yourself, going through the experience and actually prevailing at the end at the top. So that's where I feel with the Hierophant, is that you're going to learn a lot from whatever conflict is occurring inside of you. So whatever it's a decision, how you perceive yourself, how you feel about something, you trying to get over a certain situation, it's just going to be a thing that happens. So Josh, you're going to do fine. Keep working through the problems, keep working through the conflict. We have you, we have you in the back. We have your back, So if you want to talk about it, you're very much open to do so, but I'm not going to force you to talk about anything, only on your terms. You're really thinking about the Fool. That's what's on the top of your head. That's your focus. You're looking for a new beginning of some sorts. You're looking for a way to start anew. Maybe this is what this new life is going to be once you reach the Hierophant. Maybe this is what you want to aim for, because you want the Fool card to come through. Again, the Fool card is the new beginnings. It's jumping into the world as freely as possible, and it's just going through it with as much love as possible and as much excitement as well. I wouldn't say it's childish, but it's like innocent excitement, which is so good. And then the Page of Cups, what I think you're ignoring is that there's one I think you're ignoring that you're not supposed to be there yet. Whatever it is you're trying to fight through, whatever it is you're trying to figure out. It is a young cup. The page is the beginning of the energy, right? That's how we're kind of going strong with it. Or it's the story. It's the beginning of the journey in terms of getting whatever the suit would be, and because it's cups, it's kind of like an emotional journey that you're kind of ignoring. You're ignoring that there are a lot more things to learn, especially about yourself. You're ignoring that that you're not going to have the answers straight away, and that the answers won't be the only answers that like will come towards you throughout your entire life. So it's a journey, it's a battle for sure. Just outside of the reading, I would like to say that we are extending a hand to listen, we are extending a hand to support. We won't be able to solve your problems or have all the answers. That's just a clear thing to think about. But you will learn. You will have your new beginnings. And it's just the beginning for you. It's just the beginning. So it's okay that you don't know a couple things yet. It's okay that you're going to experiment and figure it out. But overall, Joshua, I think you'll be fine. This is just growing up in a way. It's kind of just a reading of saying growing up's not easy. And maybe you're going through the not easy part of it right now. But yeah, that's the reading. If you have any questions, let me know. Quite like it, honestly. Quite like it, because it's reassuring to know that whatever growing up struggles you have, it's a thing that just happens. She is still quite young, so I think that's what the cards are trying to say. So good luck, Joshua. We have you. We got your back. Josue, hello, welcome. I didn't see you there at the beginning. I hope you're doing alright. I hope your walk was fine. I'll add you to the list right now. Hope you're doing good, bud. Without growing pains, we can't be sure we're growing. It's not always easy, but it'll be worth it. You got this. Exactly what Winterchild said. Alright, Mikey. It's up to you. It's your turn for reading. Did you tell me what you wanted earlier, Mike? Let me double check. Clenching butt cheeks. You loved growing pains, like the actual pains of growing, or like the awkward and kind of frustrating part about growing up? Because, not gonna lie, I quite liked it. It just gave me some character, gave me some like self-struggle to get along. I like the bone thing. Mike, you better not. The deck with the naked people. OG it is then. How many cards would you like, Mike? 3 or 5? Careful with using the words bone around Mike.
Can't you do?
Yeah, did you want to drive to the bus station?
You need a 10:30, so.
Okay, so late.
Can't you believe it?
Maybe because I only got to 501. You didn't do much drawing, lol. You a small girl. The cutest bean. Alright, Mike, we got you 5 spread. You tiny, you adorable. Must protect at all costs. Boner. But yeah. Mike, did you have a question for the tarot, or did you just want the messages to come through? Nope. There's your first card. Queen of Wands reverse. I used to think that there was a flexible bone in the boner. Oof. I mean, not a bad thing to assume. Messages to come through? Perfect. Nostalgia right now. Nostalgia and charity. Queen of Wands in reverse. You know what I actually haven't noticed before? I haven't noticed how the Queen of Wands... Because again, they said that the Wands itself holds leaves at the top because it's kind of like that spring energy. High Priestess in the future. Where have we seen that before today? Protect Emcree. Exactly. But hell yeah, we also protect Joshi. Guys, we protect each other here. Oh, Mike. That would have been a thing that popped up for you just then. That could have been great. Queen of Wands reversed. I do not know about quite yet. Page of Wands. Page of Wands. Joshi, I bet you're probably like 5'3". I don't know. You're still 14, so I don't know. You might still grow. 5'1". Small. Also protect. So in the past, Mike, with the Queen of Wands, what's been sitting with you there, or what you've been surrounding with, maybe this was your energy, is opposition, jealousy, deceit, and infidelity. So I feel like there was some sort of, I wouldn't say you got cheated on, but I feel like you would have felt like you got cheated on in a way, because maybe you were going for someone, but then they already liked someone else. So that's what I feel is coming through with this one. I feel like maybe that's what you experienced, so you're kind of quite unsure of where you are. But what's interesting is that the Six of Cups has come through, and the Six of Cups is usually a card of nostalgia. It's a very innocent card. It's a very childlike love, because the little boy gives the little girl the flowers, you know. And I wouldn't say it's like a present card, even though if it sits in the present, it's just... Here, let me read this to you. A card of memories of the past, for example, reflecting on childhood happiness and enjoyment, but coming rather from the past, things that have vanished. Another reading reverses this, suggesting new relations, new environment, new knowledge. So there is the possibility of new things happening, and I feel like that's what's okay. So they're both kind of at play right now. Both energies of developing a new thing in the present, as well as reminiscing of what happened in the past. I wouldn't say the reminiscing of the past is the most positive feeling in the world, because of this Queen of Wands that showed up, which talks about potential opposition and missing out. So I think that with this new relation that you're starting with this girl at the party, I hope you're still talking to her. I hope you're still making an effort, or I hope there's some more chances to make an effort. You're bringing in those lessons that you learned from the past and helping you decide what you're doing now for the present, what you're doing now for that situation. And it's quite nice, because you can actually just look at the fact that you've grown from that situation, you've grown from that negative place. And no matter what, I feel like you'll be fine as long as you stay strong to who you are, because you can have this brand new start. You can have this beautiful, like, innocent, childlike beginning, which is very fun and very exciting and very free. As long as you keep remembering the lessons of the past, keep remembering what has occurred to you back then. You did the dice roll. Oh, you mean like the dice roll dance? I don't know why I'm doing it. I don't want to do it. Roll. Shit. Your word association, M. Your word association. You also rolled an 11. You fell down a cliff. I'm kidding. That's two. An 11's a good roll. An 11 is a good roll. I need to go. I have a lot of homework right now, and I need to concentrate a lot. Thanks for the reading. I hope everyone has a good day or night. Dude, Viv, do your homework, but thank you so much for popping by. I'm probably going to still be on by the time you finish, actually. But, yeah, focus on that schoolwork. I hope you're doing all right. And yeet. I hope your reading made sense to you. Mike rolled a 16. Good roll. Strong roll. Oh, I forgot to ask. Shoot. Winterchild, did you want to be added to the list? Did I mess that up? Oh, no. Winterchild, if you're still here... oh, right. And I hope you are actually doing fine. I'm sorry I got caught up with the reading. But yeah, Winterchild, if you're here, let me know if you want a reading. I apologize for not asking earlier. She didn't say love you back. Well, it's clear because she loves her tutor, so. She's not gonna say it. Two of Wands you're thinking about, Mike. Again, this is a very hard card to read. I was just coming in for that, just being receptive to whatever the universe needs me to hear. All right. I mean, I can put you down for a reading if you really want. Because if you want clearer messages from the universe, my energy's so funky now, I don't want to mess with you. Dude, it's... No. Hey, we're here for you, okay? We're here because you want to be here. And that last sentence didn't make sense, but we're here for you. And even if the cards are heavy, it's fine. We're here to support you, and we're here to have your back, you know? So don't even worry. It's group support. It's exactly what Em said. I'm chucking you on because I feel like you would like one, and or you can actually get you can probably get some stuff, some what's the word? Some perspective on it, you know. And even if it's heavy, it's gonna be fine. Don't worry about it. Josue, also I hope you're still here. Hope you're doing alright. Hope you're drinking water. I feel for you, my guy. But yeah, Mike, here's your card. Two of Wands. The design gives one suggestion. Here is Lord overlooking his dominion and alternately contemplating the globe. So what I feel like is that you have the future ahead of you in this perspective. You're kind of looking towards the future. You're kind of seeing what's happened in terms of what you've been through in your life, but also seeing the potentials of what can happen. So you are focused on that, which is cool. I quite like how the Page of Wands is also there for you at the bottom, what you're ignoring. Because these two cards, sorry, I'm going to layer them on top just so you can see them better while I find the meaning. But these two cards are essentially the same imagery almost, the same symbolism. If you see one dude holding the wand and looking out into the sky or into the horizon, while the other dude looks into the sky or looks into the future or focuses on that passionate want to begin with. What up, Hippo? I'll add you in the list. Give me 1 second. Here we go. Dark young man, faithful lover, an envoy, postman. Beside a man, he will bear favorable testimony concerning him. So yeah, I just think you're just ignoring that you can be a good person, and or maybe you're ignoring the fact that the people that you see around the girl that you want to look at is not that bad a person. Maybe they're just interested as well, but you can't really like put some hate on them. They're like fine. They're kind of just doing the same thing, chilling and vibing around as well. What I think the deck would also like you to focus on is that you could also be this Page of Wands. You could be the holder of your own passion. You could have this new passion, and you should be aware that you are going to be the one to lead that passion. You're going to be the one to actually go through with it. So, clarifying again, there has been rough times in the past. Maybe the love didn't go as well for you. But now there is that potential to grow love, potential to have that nostalgia. But remember, putting in the lessons from the past and making sure that, yes, you can have this emotional, childlike energy, which is very fun-loving and carefree, but you also have to be more responsible about it. And the more responsible you get, the better you have with the intuitions. You can probably get this energy where you're just looking and feeling certain situations and knowing how certain situations feel and being able to react accordingly to those situations. And then you have the Two of Wands at top, looking out into the future, kind of worried about what's going to happen. But I feel like you just should be focusing on this one wand, this one passion, this one thing that you can actually put work into and put a lot of energy into, instead of having to hold in your entire domain looking at the future. You can leave this wand, you can leave this one that's down here. It's way okay to go. It's way okay to leave as long as you start that focus again. So just remember the lessons from the past is the main thing for this. And listen to how you feel and make sure that you're reacting to the situations the way that you want to react, not, in the weirdest way or like the harshest way possible. So it's a good spread. Hope that made sense. 300 bits. Mike, I thought I was supposed to pay you. I was kidding about that. Oh my god. But thank you so much, Mike. I also hope you like that thing. That whatchamacalls, it's the alert. Cool. Excuse me. Hippo, I'm adding you to the list. 3335. But thank you so much, Mike. I hope that reading is fine. I wish you all the luck with this girl. Take your time. Don't freak out. You get her, man. You got her. You're gonna go. Starts off at a Halloween party and you're gonna get married at Christmas or something. I feel like I'm an empath, so try to be careful about my energy or presence, so I don't want my energy to clash with anyone else's. Of course, as a compassionate person, it's important to me to lift people up when they feel down. If you need a chat, we're here for you. I mean, we definitely are. Number 1 bits leader. Did Josue get beat? Josue was the only dude given bits before. Now it's Mike. Oh, it reset. That's why. Take that, mod. Yeah. Yo, Winterchild, like... I understand where you're coming from, where you don't want to be like the person to bring the room down, but know that this is not that type of space where we'll get mad at you for bringing the room down. If you bring the room down because that's just the way that you're feeling and you need some help to get back up, or you want to like, you know, be comforted while you're down there, like this is the type of place where we're gonna comfort you, and we're gonna make sure that you're okay even while you're down there, because when it's time for you to get back and when it's time for you to move up and progress up, we'll be there for you. We'll pull you out as well when you need. So that's for everyone in the chat. Like if you guys are sad or down, don't be afraid about saying something. We'll provide avenues in which we can talk. Again, I really want to stress that we're not here to solve anyone's problems. Because we can't. Like we honestly just cannot. Because that's just not, we're across the internet and stuff, and as much as we can help, it's dependent on the person to actually make the decisions. But we're here to listen. We're here to make sure that you feel supported, because you are supported here. And we'll do what we can. Did you ask for more butt pics, Em? What the heck? So thirsty. Someone needs to hand you some water. Quench that thirst. Don't apologize, guys. Don't apologize if the energy feels off or if the energy feels weird. We can't help it. Sometimes that's how it is. Yeah, well hydrated, sure. Alright, look. Looking for butt pics. Just saying. God damn it. Why do you make it so hard for me to challenge you? But this one's for you. Let's put the mic up as well. So, one for the camera. Oh, that was bad. That was really bad. This pop is not there. And then we'll just go one for the mic. Not for mic, but the microphone. The microphone. Do you hear that? That's so trash. That's awesome that we can talk here. I was looking for an outlet. Yeah, but also guys, if it gets too intense though, I will send you like to go get help and look for help, etc. You know what I mean? Like we're gonna try, but if things get way too heavy, I will, say go find a therapist, etc. You know what I'm saying? I hope that makes sense, because if we just keep it here and we only get work here, then it's not really going to help anyone. I would suggest getting help outside as well, because that's how it's gonna work out. I'm gonna have a Cheeto. I'm also gonna change my shirt. It's getting warm. I got windows closed too. Alright, Hippo, your rating's up. If you use !deck on the chat as a command, you can see all the decks on the screen, or a link to the picture of the decks. And just tell me if you want a 3 or a 5 spread. This goes for everyone on the list. Everyone on the list, please. Sorry, Hippo's not up. Rock Slaughter is up. I heard that wrong. Rock Slaughter, yeah. I mean, honestly, for everyone on the list, if you do !decks with an S. You'll get a picture to all 3 decks. Please choose a picture, choose a deck. If you want a 3 or 5 spread, let me know. 3 spread is just past, present, future. 5 spread includes what you are thinking about at the top and what you are ignoring / what you can be thinking about at the bottom. So 3 things from Streamlabs in one go. God damn. If you do exclamation dick, I did not upload a dick pic yet. Sorry, Mike. Not yet. Wrong website. Different stream. Winku. That roll emote's taking a while. Original deck 5. What a great angle to dangle. I will get a good angle. Hey, Em, did the thing not work? Nightbot, yeah. Nightbot, I think, broke. Hold on. Roll a 2. 4. So low. You might have rolled a 0. That's why I didn't show. Okay, a 14. Much better. Nice roll. Strong roll. Let's see. Because these go up on YouTube, I can probably just lead. I can probably lead Rock Slaughter towards a certain way. I mean, they do take a while. So everyone else being patient with the reading, I thank you so much. This is just how it goes with these things. Joshy crit! Joshy crit fail! You eat a Cheeto and choke on it and die. I'm so sorry, Joshy. I want to make these rolls mean a thing. I don't know what yet, but I'll make it mean a thing. But here we go. Let's run a 3 spread for Rock Slaughter. They have followed. They're very nice. I apologize for being a bit quiet and not really present. I mean, let's go 5 spread. They're patient. I think they just might have DC'd or something or off the screen, but we gotta get things rolling. Gotta get things going through. So 8 of Cups is a bit overwhelmed with what you have. 3 of Wands. What's 3 of Wands again? Just kind of sure. Yeah, we'll see. Okay, 6 of Swords. Bit tough. Slaughter, I hope you're doing okay. Slaughter, I hope your energy is fine. And I hope you know that whatever decision that you're going to be making and you're worried about, it's going to be fine. There is a lot to go through. There is a lot to think about as it looks for the situation right now. So that's quite interesting. That's kind of really cool to see as well. Because again, sorry, I'm just jumping all over the place, but hard jump into the new music. Sorry, team. So yeah, and the past for you, Rock Slaughter, talks about 8 of Cups, broken heart, disappointment, failed endeavor. So there must have been some sort of failure that like impacted you quite heavily. Oh my God, Vicky, Vaxi, shoot, going for a 0, Joshy. Welcome to the stream, Vicky, Vaxi, Vicky. So sorry, so sorry. Thank you so much for following. Welcome to the tarot stream. I'm doing one currently for someone who is, I think, not here and or lurking. If you would like a reading, let me know. I'll add you onto the list. Welcome to the stream. Thank you so much for the follow. Yes, please to the reading. We are a very, we're a very weird community here, but very supportive. Very supportive, and I love these people, so they're doing good. So yeah, Slaughter, there has been some sort of failure, there has been some sort of disappointment that you felt. So it's okay, it happens. People will go through it every time. But right now, it seems like there's some satisfaction, progress, and consideration that's going on because of the Three of Wands. The Three of Wands is literally a card that just stands and looks at the work that they've put in, or looks at the success that they put in afterwards. So maybe now that you have failed in the past, or something went wrong in the past, you're feeling very confident about where you're at. You're feeling very strong about all of the work that you put into yourself, which is quite nice. Because again, you put in the work and now you feel confident. And now you feel like you can be proud of where you are, especially with all the failure that happened in the past, which is a brilliant thing to feel, a brilliant energy to have. What's interesting is when you move into the swords. The Six of Swords talks about revelations, transition, and better time ahead. So that's where you're progressing to. So you may not feel right now that you are at the peak of where you're supposed to be. You may not feel that you're going to be at the end of the road. It may still feel like the start of the road and you're still kind of working through it. But in the future, you are going to be moving past it. There will be a transition. Because if you kind of look at it, right, if you're talking about from the failures to what you've worked through and like putting in the work with you now, you're walking on top of the knives and like walking away from the knives. So essentially, if you ever were like, you know, metaphorically backstabbed, there is an opportunity to walk away, and that's going to happen. You can transition to a new friend group, even new partner, new work, just a new situation in general. So in your head, you're kind of making those decisions right now. You're making decisions of who you want to be around, what you want to keep around you, and making sure that they are good decisions to make, and it's not just an illusion that's happening, right? Because the Seven of Cups talks about illusion, kind of like the Holy Grail thing, where you have to choose the right grail so you don't die, or, you know, the grail that Jesus actually drank from wasn't some sparkly one, it was a very humble one. So making sure that you're not distracted by the glitz and the glamour of certain people, of certain situations, or certain items even. That's quite hard to get through, but what you're kind of ignoring, because it's here in the what you're ignoring section at the bottom, is the King of Swords. This is a very stubborn energy, but not stubborn in the way where it's frustrating, stubborn in the way where they know what decision they want to make. They know the decision is going to be a right decision. It might be a hard decision, but they know logically that it's the correct one for them. So whatever it is you're ignoring, whatever decision that you feel like you can't make or don't know, or if you feel like you don't know the decision, you know for sure. It might take some time to actually figure it out. It might take some time to actually come to grips with that decision, but you can make that decision. That decision is there for you, and it's all on you to make it. You have the power to control your life. You have the power to control your future. Be proud of the work that you're putting in. This is going to sit in the past, and it's going to take some time to get over, and there will be some sort of transition, and you will be fine. So yeah, Slaughter, if you ever come back in the chat, if Slaughter does come back, tell them we've done him a reading, and it'll be uploaded onto YouTube, just to give him some updates and make their, sorry, I don't know if they're him or her or they, but give them an update, let them know that they have had their reading, and it actually has happened. Alright. Vicky in chat, if you would like to do exclamation decks, you can look at the types of decks that I run with in this tarot, so you can know which deck you want me to use to do your reading with. I also do 3 or 5 card spreads. A 3 card spread is just past, present, and future. A 5 card spread is past, present, and future plus what you're thinking about at the top and what you might be ignoring at the bottom. Right now we're going to be doing Shiva's reading. Shiva asked for a 5 spread with the Rider Waite. Josue, Winterchild, Hippo, Vicky, let me know what you guys want so we can just set it up and we can jump into your reading straight away. Hope we're doing alright. I think I'm kind of getting in the role. My head feels like different. I don't know what that means. What I'm feeling right now is just not the norm, you know? I kind of feel like I'm floating, but not in the way where it's a wistful float. It just feels like we're a bit separated from my body. It'll take housewives. I'd like 5, but if only 3 come out, that's okay too. That's fine. Thank you for letting me know. 5 housewives. Did Mike send you something funny, Em? Oh. Oh, dang. Oh, dang. Oh, dang, oh, dang. 4 cards popped out. 5 cards popped out. Magician. Shoot, what is happening? This is quite wild. Sorry guys, just checking a thing. Oh, Mike sent me one too. I assume it's gonna be the same thing. I can't really look at that right now. I will have a look later. Dude, these cards popped out real strong, Shiva. Rider weight, past, present, future. Rider weight 3. Thanks for letting me know. So Shiva, if you're here, Shiva, just letting you know your reading is right now, and your cards popped out quite instantly, which is crazy. Quite surprised, honestly. Page of Wands. Alright, cool, you're here. I just wanted to give you a second just in case, because I don't want to start because I know you're here. Or I had a feeling that you were here. But yeah, good strong energies, dude. Sorry if you don't want to be called dude. So, Page of Wands is literally a dark young man, faithful, a lover, an envoy, a postman. Beside a man, he will bear favorable testimony concerning him. He might be a dangerous rival if followed by the Page of Cups, but that has not come up, so there's no worry about that. Has the chief qualities of his suit. So, favorable testimony. It could be you met someone actually. It's just quite, I know it's quite interesting. You might have met someone in the past who was a favorable person, someone that people said that would be good, is a nice person, someone who's great. This is gonna be separate from how I read it from Mike, because Mike seemed like he was getting the energy of being the Page of Wands. But at this point, I don't feel like you're embodying this. I feel like this was someone that you met in the past. It could also be recent past, as in like a couple hours ago or like 2 minutes ago or something. Someone you met, someone new. I actually wouldn't say someone new. I think it's just someone you know and you hearing good things about said person. Then we have the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is a great card. Two of Cups talks about love, passion, friendship, affinity, union, concord, sexual relations, that which nature has sanctified. So, Page of Cups is coming together of two people. It doesn't have to be sex, it doesn't have to be romance. It could just be love in terms of friendship, love in terms of something beautiful with two people, love that is nice, and, you know, it's like a caring love. It doesn't have to be a sexual, intense love. So yeah, don't worry, that's not, I mean, of course that's what it would like to read as, but it doesn't have to. Yes, Two of Cups is an extremely positive card. So this person could be a person that is a very supportive person, like a new homie, someone to keep with you. Do you associate with your bestie Mike or a bestie in real life? But it is love. It's a lot of love, and love in all forms, love in most forms is very positive and very beautiful. So it does sound like a best friend, someone who's very supportive of you, someone who has your back. So whoever that is, make sure that you are keeping that energy strong with them, or solidifying this energy with this new person. Because having someone with that type of energy is the best type of energy to have. It's the best type of feeling. Kind of like a ride or die. Yeah, homosexual even. Homosexual. Hey, I have my homies. We are homosexuals. We love each other very much. Although she'd be very far away. Oh, that sucks, Em. But still, having a best friend from far away is still good. Still support. Still feel that love. So the thing is, I feel like this is a setup for whatever you're going to be going through in the future, Shiva. Because the Page of Wands, again, that supportive person, that supportive friend, people who can talk about them and say only good things. Mwah, magical, brilliant, beautiful. Then the Two of Cups, which is coming together as best friends, coming together with love, coming together with just a joy for each other. In the future, it talks about the Eight of Wands, talks about arrows of jealousy, internal dispute, stingings of consciousness, and quarrels. So it won't be with them. That's what I feel. Like this love, this friendship won't be with the person. Sorry, this struggle or battle will not be with the person that you are having friends, that you have become friends with or become close with. It's going to be a period in your life where you might have a problem and you can rely on them. I think this is just a setup for us because, yes, they're here in the past. They came through. Things are solidifying to something better. There is going to be a struggle, but you have the support that you built here. I actually don't know what the Four of Cups is in reverse. So the Four of Cups talks about novelty, omen, new instructions, and new relations. So new relations, there we go. That's what I want to hang with. New relations. Something brand new, something beautiful. That's this friendship right here. You're kind of thinking about this new person, making sure if you can actually connect and make sure things are great, which is magnificent. It's beautiful. That's what you're going to be focusing on. You should be focusing on because you can foster this relationship. You can foster this beauty. But you're forgetting that you can manifest and you have stronger powers to do so. And I was listening to a podcast recently about manifestation in the ghost world and how hauntings can work because people manifest it into their lives. That's the same for friendships. That's the same for anything else that goes in life. You need to be aware that you have the power to manifest. You have the power to bring things into your life. Use that power. Be confident in that power. And you will have it in your life as long as you continue to manifest. As long as you're aware that you can manifest this and that you'll be fine in the long term. So, whatever this challenge is, foster this beautiful, beautiful connection. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be a lovely, lovely connection. Keep working on it. There might be a new set of instructions to go about this connection. There might be a new way to think about it, a new way to process it, and know that you can freaking manifest it. Know you have the power. You can make the magic and actually connect with this person in the best way possible. You want the deck as well, Jose? Okay, we'll get you that. We'll give you 5 cards, actually. I'm going to do that for you right now. Rider, 5 cards. Old friend, new person, manifest, power, use it. Exactly. I do want to add, that's quite interesting you mentioned old friend or new person. It could just be a new relationship with an old friend. Like a refresh or a stronger connection. It doesn't necessarily have to be a brand new person. You'd like what to know what to do from now on. Okay. We'll let you know. We'll give you a focus. We'll give you cards. Nah, fam, I'm not gonna say it. It's not my place to say. We'll keep it on the down low if we need to. Guys, I just want to point out Jose's not having the best time at the moment, so if we can throw some love his way, we can throw some T's and P's, thoughts and prayers. No one died. It's just I like the way T's and P's sound great. I'm learning a lot from Matt McAfee. Okay, that's where I learned how to say vitamins. But yeah, Jose's kind of struggling, so send him some love. Send him your thoughts. You need the full idea? Okay, well, whatever happens with the cards, I will tell you. Gotcha. I think I know who it might be. Good. As long as you know, man. Shiva, beautiful reading. Whatever it is you're going to have a struggle with in the future, or whatever conflict is coming up for you, I have full faith that you will get through it. I have full faith that you are gonna progress. Josue, start with your reading now, and a bunch of cards have popped out already. Well, no, those were the top cards, so I don't want to think. I gotta let it actually. But yeah, Josue, hope you're doing alright. We're gonna do you now. Let me just catch up on chat. My best friend, soulmate, and I were 600 miles away and losing her like crazy. Winter Child, that sucks. Right. Oh, and you have like the good understanding of soulmate as well, because soulmate's not just about love. Soulmate can just be like a best friend or like a family member. It's beautiful, right? And once you figure out who that soulmate is, because I kind of know who my soulmates are right now. I know one of them for sure because she has stuck by my side for so long, but she's not my twin flame, if you understand what that means. So, I love how I found my soulmate that way. Okay, thanks, Lance. But yeah, send some love to Josue. Here you go, Lance. The pop is not as strong right now. That's one for the camera, one for the thing. Ah. You know what it tastes like, Lance? You know what the water tastes like? The water tastes like blueberry soju still. And it's been a couple days, and I'm trying to take the taste out of the bottle, but it hasn't left. If anyone has tips on how to take out some flavor out of a bottle where I just want it to be water, let me know. I'm struggling. I'm a bounce for things. Got one in the house. Oh, okay, I hope it's not crazy weird. See you later. I really hope it's not bad. Alright, take care. I'll see you in a bit. We'll check up on her later. Yeah, Jose, get ready. We're gonna do yours soon. Reminder to stay hydrated too, yeah. I believe in many lives. Yeah, twin flame. Twin flame energy. I want to figure out who my twin flame is. Like, obviously, as much as I want to rush into it, it's not a smart thing to do. But once I feel that energy, then it's going to be amazing. So cool the two can be confusing sometimes. Yeah, it really can. It's really crazy. Because some people do get married to their soulmates. And sometimes your twin flame isn't necessarily the best person for you. It's just someone who relates with you the most. So it's fine. Oh no, Joshi. How close are you, Joshi? Google might be help. Baking soda and vinegar is not bad. I should probably try that. But I tried soaking it in dish soap and water overnight, and it just didn't work. My water tasted like whatever I wanted to. It tasted like what I wanted to that night. But right now, it just doesn't taste like what I... 7.7k, Joshi, that's enough. Is that not enough? Did I put like a 10,000 thing? Or are you gonna wait for me to put something new? Unless you want 2 poems. Or unless you want a really long poem. Fuck. Fuck. Yikes! I'm screwed! You can make your water taste like whatever you want. I will! I just want them right now. All right. Alright, Jose, let's get your reading down. I just wanted to give myself a little break before we do yours because I feel like yours will be very important. Yours might have a lot to say, and I don't want to give you the wrong messages. I want to make sure that your messages come straight from the cards, straight from the universe, straight from your guides, whoever they are. What's up, Andy? I'm not gonna think about it. I'm not gonna try. Give me a second. I don't want to trick my brain into doing it, but yeah. Andy, hello. Andy, do you want a reading done? Let me know. I'll put you on the list. Here we go, Josue. Here we go, Josue. First card down, Knight of Swords. Oh, here we go, here we go, here we go. Oh. Brand new beginning. Knight of Swords, very strong moving, fast energy card. That usually is a card that jumps towards... Oh, sorry, let's fix the list too. Shoot. Okay, so why is there 7 cards, you might be asking? I'll do it after the reading, Shiva. I'll taste my water again. Josue, when you're ready, let me know. We're gonna jump into yours. I want you to be here, and I want to tell you straight in person, because I know what you're going through is a bit rough right now. We'll get to the answers of what's happening. You ready? Okay. Quite a lot. Quite a lot. All these cards popped up, and I thought there was only 2 cards, but it was 2 each, so I split it. So it's very full on. I do feel that it is like this because there's a lot of energy going on through right now. So with the breakup, with being dumped, a lot of things are happening and a lot of things are coming to your mind. So I feel like that's what's happening with the energies of the cards. I feel like that's what the cards want to say, but also my bias is letting me put more cards out on the table because I want to find you more answers. I want to help you solidify yourself somewhere else. So there's all of those things coming into play when it comes to this. We're going to go through this as carefully as possible to make sure we know what the right thing is saying. There is only 1 reverse out on the deck, so on the spread, so that's not bad. Knight of Swords talks about skill, bravery, capacity, defense, address, enmity, wrath, war, destruction, opposition, resistance, and ruin. So it is the sword card. Yes, it is logic. Yes, it's moving forward. Yes, it's supposed to be an intelligent card, but it's also a reckless card. The Knight likes to jump into a lot of things head first. The Knight is the fastest one out of all of the Knights, and it's quite a gung-ho kind of card. So I feel like with what happened is that you jumped into this, I mean, honestly, if we're going to say the relationship, you jumped into the relationship as like pretty fast. Both of you, it's like just going in really quick and not really like considering certain things, letting things come by and come through, which is fine. It's like those relationships work out in the end, or most of the time they work. Sometimes they work out, sometimes they don't. Followed by the Ten of Pentacles, which talks about gain, riches, family matters, archives, extraction, the abode of the family. So I don't know why there's a sense that maybe your family wasn't very happy with the relationship that you had. It feels like it's either your family or that it wasn't going to lead to a family. I don't know if you want kids, but that's what I'm kind of getting here, is that you can't really progress into the way where family would be happy. But now that it's over, now that we've jumped in through what happened, there is an opportunity for you to have like an opportunity for you to actually have a family in the future, but also for you to maybe focus more on, yeah, it's focusing more on your roots rather than what you're trying to grow. What? Huh? What does he want?
Needs to know where to bust. Stop this.
Needs to know. Alright, hold on, team. Gotta BRB for a second. Sorry about that, guys. My dad is lost, so I had to tell him where the bus stop is. So, sorry, Josue. I know a lot of interruptions have been happening for your readings. That's my bad. Okay. A lot of interruptions are happening, not gonna lie. Just a weird day, kind of a weird stream. I might take the last 30 minutes to just relax and see. So, just 1 second. Okay, Andy hasn't said if they wanted a reading, but that's fine. So yes, so Knight of Cups moving in too quickly towards something. With the war and the destruction part, it kind of makes sense to what's happening with you. There was a sense of family being like okay, or now a better opportunity for family now that you're with a 10. But I feel like now you can spend more time with the family that's around you and actually rekindle and or strengthen those bonds. So not everything is lost. I'm gonna say that for sure. Not everything is going to be gone or feel like it's like lost forever, because you still have the family around you. And if you're not having the best of time with the people in your actual family, there is us, like the community here. Like we have you here, we have your back. So if you need to talk, if you need, just to have a space to rant, or if you want some sad songs to listen to, we got you. We'll send you that. So that in full effect is blooming in a way. In the future, you will be able to start again with the Ace of Cups. So as we like to say, the Ace is the beginning, the Ace is the number 1. It talks about true heart, joy, content, abode, nourishment, abundance, fertility, holy table, and felicity. So there's this opportunity here where you can start over. It may not be soon. It may not be in the near future. It may be far into the future once you're ready to move. But know that you can start filling your cup with different things. It doesn't have to be love. Like, it doesn't have to be romantic love. It could be love with friends. It could be love for yourself. It could be love with your life and love for the things that you're doing. That's gonna be the thing that I would like to look forward, that would like you to look forward to in the future. So, at the top here, 10 of Swords. Right here, 10 of Swords. Excuse me. Knight of Wands. I'm curious about the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands talks about departure, absence, flight, immigration, change of residence. Bless you, bless you. Thank you. Apologies for the sneeze. Yeah, it's moving on to a new life. It's moving on to something different. That's what's on your mind. Ten of Swords is the ultimate backstab card, ultimate painful card. But now you know that the painful cycle can come to an end. Now it's time for something new. That's the thing. That's the beauty of this card. As much as it's negative and talks about pain and failure and destruction, which is everything that you're feeling right now, I'm sure. This card talks about it being done now. You are now in the position where you can you're now in a position where you can move forward into something that is not, that relationship where you weren't happy in, where you weren't being loved in, that you weren't having the brilliance in. So again, we're now moving, everything is changing. This is going to be a time for you to actually figure out what's going to happen next. It's going to be a time for you where patience is going to have to happen, and moving. I think it's emotionally moving. It's not going to be a physical move. It's just going to be emotionally moving back into being single, moving into that space of wanting to go through. That's the thing that you have to focus on. Because it's not going to be a thing that you're going to forget tomorrow morning. It's going to be a thing that's going to be a constant battle. It's going to be a thing that you're going to have to constantly process and work through. But it's going to be fine. I feel like everyone's always going to be fine after a breakup. Everyone's going to be fine. It's just a matter of time. And it's a question of when. And honestly, you'll be fine soon. You have this 10 here. This 10 of Pentacles, which is, financially is like the money coming in. What you've been working on is going to grow and be fine. But now I think this is a call to work and grow into something new. To work and grow on what's happening around your family. I do want to look at the Queen of Wands again. We're having the Queen of Wands show up quite a lot today. So again, what you're ignoring is that there's a good, economical, obliging, serviceable. So there's now an opportunity where your job can actually help you. Maybe you won't feel so indebted anymore. Maybe now you can focus on funding yourself and raising some money for yourself for what you want, rather than having to send those life goals together. So financially, maybe you'll be in a much better place. That's one of the big wins, and I think that's one of the focuses that I want you to look at, financially as well as family. So that's what I think you're ignoring, is that there was that, but also I think you're ignoring the fact that there was opposition and jealousy and deceit. It also talks about infidelity, so maybe she wasn't as 100% into the relationship as you were, and I hate how that card's there, but like if that's how it's supposed to play out and that's what you're ignoring, maybe it talks about how you weren't that 100% into it anyway. Maybe it talks about ignoring like your feelings towards it and you were kind of hanging on just because. So I mean, I don't know what the situation is. I hope it's not a cheating situation. I just feel like jumping in too hard with the knight here made you guys feel like it was not worth it anymore, or because you jumped in too quick you couldn't figure out what the red flags were, or you can't figure out what to consider, especially when, like, you know, because you have to consider the negatives about people, and if you can go with that, which makes sense with these two here, you're just ignoring that. Maybe you're ignoring how you feel about it legitimately. Maybe you might feel hurt right now, but in the long time, or in the long run, this is the best thing that could have happened to you, and maybe you're happy that you don't have to deal with it anymore. So I think you're ignoring some of the positives that would have come through it, some of the things that could actually help you and progress you. That's what you're ignoring. But you're also ignoring the fact that it's a brand new start, that you can now jump into the world, and that you're allowed to jump into the world with a lot of freedom and a lot of joy. Like there's this feeling of, like, I wouldn't say recklessness, but freedom is the best feeling to have, because now you can go for whatever you wanted. Now you can go for something new. You're ignoring the fact that you can. You're ignoring the fact that you can jump into it and actually be okay, and it's not going to be as scary as you think. So it's going to be a safe thing to do. So there's a lot of cards, but we're recapping it to make it make sense. You jumped into this too quickly. There was no thinking, it was just feeling. And I know it's a card of thinking and it's a card of logic and intelligence, but this just feels like you just jumped in and you thought it was going to be the best thing for you. Maybe at the time it was, but now it isn't. You can focus on family now, like the family that is around you. You can either start building that and or notice the beautiful family that you have with you now. It's also a call to look at finances and a call to look at helping yourself grow now. Now is an opportunity to help yourself gain stuff. So monetarily, make sure that you can set yourself fine, that you can set your feet and make you feel okay. Then you have the Ace of Cups happening in the future. Emotions, love, doesn't have to be romantic. It's about filling up that cup of emotion again, because now you probably feel very empty. Now that you feel like you lost a lot, so you can push that and you can move that one way. There's this horrendous feeling of pain and suffering that you have in the, you know, what you're thinking about and what you're feeling. And there is that feeling of change and needing to move out, but not move out physically, but just move out where your mindset is towards relationship and how you're supposed to live your life next. So if the cards were going to give you anything to talk about or think about, if you wanted to focus on something, focus on the fact that this end might be good for you, and ultimately this is an end that you might have wanted. Don't ignore that fact, because that fact might be true for you. You just don't want to think about it right now. And don't ignore the fact that this is a brand new start and you can jump into life now. You have new opportunities. It's not over. Life is not over. Life has just changed, and life has just given you a new way of going. So what to think about, what to focus on yourself and your family and your funds. If you want just that, that's going to be the thing that's going to keep you on track and keep you going fine for the next couple weeks. Make sure you go for this. Make sure you stick with this. Process these emotions. Do not go away from them. Do not run away from these. And ultimately, this might be good for you. You have this opportunity. So it's going to suck and it's going to feel sucky right now, but you're going to be fine. You're going to grow from this, and you're going to feel confident enough in the future to start filling up your cup again. So yeah, Jose, my man, I'm sorry that you're feeling this way. I'm sorry that you're struggling, but you will be okay. I have faith. I have trust that you will be fine. Whew. Just gonna crack all my joints right now. But as you're reading, fingers crossed, you'll do okay. Winter Child, you are up next. Let me know if you're still here. And again, Josue's reading was very heavy. You're up next, Winter. Hello, Lilac Leela. If you need to take a break, please take it. Nah, dude, I feel like we're in grooves. I feel like we're in grooves right now. Like that was quite serious and it quite hit me, so yeah. Alright, Lilac, I'll put you on the list. Very nice name. I like your name a lot. And it's like light green on my thing, so it's a good color. That's not the color of lilac though, is it? Lilac? Color. Shiva. Lilac is a purpley color. But it's a beautiful, good name. Good name. Alright, Shiva. Thank you for the water. Two sounds. Not that great. Okay, I'll try and make it taste like something different now. What can I make it taste like? I think banana for some reason. Okay, you know what? For like the first two gulps, kind of like banana. But then the medicine-y aspect of blueberry just hit, and I'm just like, golly. So banana was close. It felt like fake banana for a second, and then it just became fake blueberry. So it sort of worked out. You wanted... Oh, 5 Housewives. All right. Lilac or Leela, whichever one you'd like me to call you. If you do exclamation decks in the chat, you will have an image of all the tarot decks that we are working with today. Please choose one and tell me if you want a 3 or a 5 spread. 3 spread. Checker fries. I should try that. A 3 spread is... Wow, again. 3 spread is past, present, future. A 5 spread is past, present, future, but we add in the cards of, oh my god, what you were thinking about and what you were ignoring. So tell me which one you want. I'll put it on the list just to keep track. Hippo, I hope you're still here with your Rider 3 cards. We're gonna do that next. Same with you, Vicky. I hope you're still here. If not, guys, there's YouTube. Joshy rolled a crit 20. Crit. Good job, Joshy. What's up, Mike? Are you still, okay, Hippo, good. You are next after, so just making sure. I see you sent me a snap. M said it was funny, but, I can't do it because my phone is the camera. My phone is the camera! Alright. Winter Child. It's a bit rough, for sure. It's not overtly. But we will read through it and we will talk through it right now. So, 8 of Cups, Broken Heart, Disappointment, and Failed Endeavor. As per usual, this is sitting in the past section. Because it sits right here. Past, sitting behind you. It sits behind you. There is a failure that you are kind of unsure about. Not unsure about, but you're very bummed about it. But that's an okay thing to feel. Being bummed about it is fine. It's a normal thing to feel, especially given that you can, just given what's happened, right? Because you can look back at that painful aspect of failure, that painful relationship, and it's gonna stick with you. Like, it's gonna just stick with you no matter what, and that's fine. We all have that one thing in our past that has kind of stuck with us and we can't really get away from. And it's not a failure on your part. Maybe the situation itself is a failure, but it's not a failure to keep thinking about it. 2 of Swords in this deck is quite unsure about, because usually it talks about balance and making a decision. Oh, Lilac Leela, thank you so much for the follow. Yeah, we do tarot here, play some games. I'm playing Yakuza 5 at the moment. We're gonna move on to Hatoful Boyfriend afterwards because someone in my chat wanted me to. It was Viv. Viv, if you're watching this, you know, we're gonna get to it. I promise. So yeah, Two of Swords, Winter. In this deck talks about conflicts, opposing views, and impartiality. So you are maybe. I feel like you're getting conflicting. What's the word? Conflicting advice from people. So with this failure in the past, you have asked people how you can get over it, how you can move on, what you can do, and it is bumming you out. So you have went out and actually, you know, I feel like you've done the responsible thing and talked to friends and family about it, and or actually went to like a counselor or a psychologist or whatever, or a therapist, excuse me. But all of the things you're hearing, all of the outside information, it's kind of overwhelming and you're kind of not sure how to go. It does talk about impartiality, where you're supposed to look at all of the points fairly, but it's hard to do that, and I feel like there's some sort of overwhelmed feeling that you're having with it, especially because a lot of these have been very different. So, like, say, for an example, like if you've gone through a breakup, it could be like, oh, what you can do to get over that breakup is to, you know, party and have fun and let's get wasted and go crazy, which works for some people. Like they just need to let them, you know, to let them just go hard and have a good night or have a really hard night, and then they can like recover from that and feel like, okay, we've let all our emotions out, let's go slowly. But there could be other people who are like, you know, let's just be sad and move on, and when you're ready, right? It's different. Everyone's different in how they have to react to a situation, so take the advice that you feel like works best for you. But also, if you really feel like the previous advice or the previous things that you were doing isn't working, there's no fear in trying something new, trying a new way of doing or healing through something. So it's really your call, and whatever the conflicting advice is, you have the power to choose what type of advice you want to do, or even not take the advice at all. So it's just making that decision of what you want to do next, and that's going to be quite hard because you are getting a lot of outside sources. But Three of Wands, as we saw earlier, it's a card of satisfaction, progress, and consideration. So, satisfaction, progress, consideration. You have considered the things in the past or the things in the present that's going to make you move. You have considered the things that are going to make you like learn and understand. And you'll be satisfied once you make the decision. So I feel like whatever decision you make, you'll be happy that you made it. Whatever decision you're actually going to go with, you'll be happy that you've learned something from it. So you'll look back at it being like, I'm not at my best right now, but I'm moving forward and things are progressing. And it's the progress that feels great, because slow wins, tiny wins from time to time is just amazing. So yeah, go for that. It's going to be great. That's in the future if you make a decision. So breathe through, you'll make it. Don't worry about it. When I say don't worry about it, though, I'm not saying don't worry. Like, you can worry. It's okay to worry. Just know things can and will work out. Oh, so this is where it comes from. Seven of Swords, gossip, thieves, and backstabbers. You are focused on it. You are focused on the people who have hurt you, and you are way too focused on the fact that you did get hurt. And I'm assuming it was from people that you trusted, which sucks. I really feel for that. Not fun to have the people that you put your faith in, the people you put your secrets into, kind of do you dirty like that. So I apologize. I'm really sorry, but that is your focus. You're thinking about them right now, and it's a normal thing to think about, especially with the failure, right? You can't help but think, those people fucked me over, those people screwed me over, I can't believe it, this sucks. And it's normal, because people who hurt you, people that hurt you, and the ones that hurt the most are the people who you actually put so much faith and care to, and you can't really unfeel that. But we've had the King of Wands, in which you're ignoring, and that is my favorite card out of this entire spread so far. Because what are you ignoring? You're ignoring that you have all of the tools to get through it. You're ignoring that you yourself are not made, you yourself as a person are not defined by those people who do not love you. You are defined by who you love and what you love and how you love. Yes, there's a small definition of this, the community that sticks with you and the people that love you, but those people are there as well. They haven't all left. You haven't been feeling your magic. Yeah, I feel like that's what you're ignoring. You're ignoring the fact that you can't really... You're ignoring the fact you're ignoring what you can do and how you have worked through it before. So it's a slump. I feel it. It's just a slump. Usually you'd be able to bounce back from this quite easily, but this time it hurts a bit more. I think it's a time where you just allow yourself to be kind of messed up in terms of unsure of what's happening and moving through your emotions, which is fine. It's just being aware that those tools are still with you. Those tools have never left you, so you are still quite in power. You are still quite in charge. You are still quite leading the way for yourself. It's just finding that again, and it might take some time because you seem to be trying to find it, and it won't happen anytime. Like, it won't happen instantly is what I meant to say, not anytime soon. It just won't happen instantly. It's going to be a progress because this card likes to talk about, small satisfaction in what's happening. So as long as you start working towards it, as long as you start kind of like chipping away at the bum feeling about it, then you'll be fine. And that's quite good, actually, because at least it's faith that you are going to be progressing forward, faith that you will move through. Yeah, baby steps, exactly. And that's your reading. That's basically it. Energy's not too bad. Don't worry. You may feel off, you may feel weird, but don't be ashamed about it. You're allowed to not have great days. We're not here to be perfect, and this stream, honestly, for me, has not been the most perfect stream, so we'll work through and we feel okay. But thank you so much for letting me do your reading. I hope you feel better about it. I hope you feel great. Hippo! Hippo, you are up. Let us do your reading. You wanted 3 cards from the Rider-Waite. But yeah, Winter Child, we got you, dude. Dudes are for everyone, by the way. I use dudes for everyone. But yeah, you'll be fine. It's just gonna take a little longer than you expect. Yeah, we can do 5. We can do 5. Can you do a 5-card reading for me? Whoa! Lilac Lila. Or Lila. Thank you so much for the tip. That's my second, actual tip. With, actual money coming through. Thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate it. Anything helps to make the stream a little better. Anything helps to... So, God, that's... God, I'm so blown away by tips, honestly. But thank you so much, Lilac. Thank you so much. Oh yeah, Andy, I thought I put you on the list already. Oh, hi. It's Andy. Thank you so much, Lila. King of Wands. So this is for you, Hippo. You're a wonderful reader. I love to show some support. Oh, thank you so much. To answer the question that you actually asked earlier, I've only been reading for about... so I've been reading for myself for about... Reading and learning tarot for myself for about 2 years. Andy, do you know which deck you wanted? So I've been reading for myself for about 2 years, and I've only started doing readings for other people sparingly throughout that time. In terms of doing readings for strangers and in the public, I've only ever done I started when I started streaming, which was about 2 or 3 months ago. So I'm just trying to gain my confidence in reading for strangers. I usually do it at parties, but I only do 1 or 2, actually 3 or 4 readings at a party. And it's usually very low-key, and they like to project a lot, which is fun and makes it a lot easier. But this is quite interesting for me because the only energies that I'm going to feel through you guys is what you're saying in chat, and hopefully I can connect somehow and give you a reading that will make sense for you. And most of my readings aren't necessarily for fortune-telling either. I like to make sure that people have a good opportunity to get a new perspective on a situation they're going through. Any advice on where to anchor themselves if they feel lost, or just if they need to, if they're just, honestly, if they're just ignoring something and they needed the tarot to maybe spark that they're alive and through. Sun and Moon, perfect. We haven't used that deck today yet, so Sun and Moon. Also, let me just double check that Vicky didn't say what that Vicky said what deck she wanted, or she didn't. Sorry, I don't know if Vicky's also a dude name, but like traditionally for me it's a lady's name, so apologies if that's wrong. Alright, Vicky has not said what deck they wanted. We'll call them up later. Vicky, if you're in the chat, let me know which deck you wanted and how many cards. Leela, same for you. I don't think you said which deck you wanted either, so let me know. Let me know which deck, let me know how many cards. And Andy, thank you for letting me know how many cards you want. Oh my god. 3. You got 3 coming out. This is for you, Hippo. Oh, that's wild. Okay. We got 7 again. Hippo, I don't know what it is you're going through. Whatever it is, it's very... I wouldn't say it's tough. It's very intense. So yes, High Priestess. This card talks about intuition, being the top and figuring out what's happening, feeling right, and like being one with yourself in the way that you take things from nature, take things from the world, and understand it, interpret it in a way. The High Priestess is a good intuition card. Make sure that you understand both sides. It makes you very balanced, and it makes you sure of what you want. And I'm not saying this is going to be intuition that you understand the world, but you are at peak in the way that you understand the world and how you interpret the world. Like, you're not double check guessing yourself. You're not kind of questioning what's happening, which makes sense. I have been reading for a while, and I can tell you, you have a strong ability for it. Oh, thank you. I appreciate that. Any compliment from other readers is huge for me, because I don't want to disrespect the art. I don't want to disrespect the tradition. Oh, and I would like you to choose the deck we use. Okay, cool. We'll get to that when we get to that. But yeah, thank you for the compliment. I really don't want to do the tarot community dirty at all. I want to make sure I'm doing the right thing, and that I'm learning things if I need to learn things. So thank you so much. So yeah, High Priestess in terms of intuition, Hippo, you have it with you. You are very sure of yourself, which is great. That was you in the past, so I think you're moving that forward to the future, which makes sense with the King of Wands because it talks about a dark man, friendly countryman, generally married, honest, and conscientious. So it's kind of the peak of passion. The Wands is a symbol for, or in the tarot at least, the Wands is the suit for passion and the suit for good, strong energy. So I think with that intuition, you have jumped into something passionate that you very much love, something that you actually can feel a lot of energy towards and actually be confident about, which is amazing. Because getting 2 king energies in a row just shows that you're progressing from the top, or like you're what's the word? You're working at the top energies as you can. Like you're at the peak of the energies. So moving from high passion, converting that passion into the King of Pentacles, which a lot of people will generally read as transitioning that into money, transitioning that into some sort of stable presence into your life. So you've had intuition, you've had intuitive understandings of things. You've seen the world in front of you, and you figured out what's happening. You're at the peak of the passion. You found something that's going to be something that you want to do, something that you want to pursue. So if this is study, for example, you figured out what area you want to study in and what you want to pursue a career into, which is magnificent, because the way that the future reads at the moment is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles talks about valor, realizing intelligence, business and normal intellectual aptitude, sometimes mathematical gifts and attainments of this kind. So it talks about success in, again, money because of the pentacle being the coin. But it talks about success that will be grounded in a way that it's balanced, grounded in a way that it can hold you up pretty well, and it's not going to just fall onto you. I'm hoping to have more strength. My heart hurts lately. Right, that sucks. Shiva says, thank you everyone, thank you Penguin. Hope everyone has a great night and evening, great night, day, evening. Thank you so much for coming here, Shiva. I hope you liked your reading. Have a good day, evening, wherever you're at. And we're sending you love right now. Thank you so much, Shiva. Thanks for being very positive in this chat. Um, so even if your heart hurts, Hippo, you can still do well in other realms of your life, right? So if your heart hurts in love, if your heart hurts where you feel like your focus is at, know that there are other aspects of your life where you are feeling where the passion inside of you is going to drive you into something better. Know that because you're at this peak of passion, or the height of passion, it could be that will lead you into something more productive, that will lead you into something, to the place where you should be, right? It's going to lead you to the place where you're supposed to be, and the place that you're supposed to find yourself. So that's interesting, because when you mentioned that, I now have a different understanding of the Ace of Cups when it comes to your reading. You want a new beginning somewhere. You want a new beginning in love. You want to be able to fill up the cup that you have right now, and you're not focused on anything else besides this cup of emotion. But this emotion's not going to be an easy fill. This emotion's not going to be the most, you know, traditionally emotions are hard to come by, especially when you struggle with it yourself, and it's hard to make yourself happy when you are in a bad spot. So it comes from other people, and it comes from the people that are around you to help you move past it and get out of it. But that doesn't mean it's not possible. You have this ability to fill this cup for yourself. You have this ability to make sure that this cup makes sense for you. So that's on your mind, which makes a lot of sense. But here's what's not. Here's what you're ignoring. You're ignoring the combination of the King of Cups. The King of Cups, which talks about a fair man of business, law, or divinity, responsible for, disposed to oblige to Queren. Also equity, art, and science, including those who profess science, law, and creative intelligence. So King of Cup, you would assume this is... Remember the shield. Yeah, remember the shield. King of Cups talks, like, you would assume, height of emotion, coming through with being emotionally stable and emotionally intelligent. No, it talks about law and science and logic. So the King of Cups isn't just being emotionally fulfilled and emotionally happy. It's about controlling those emotions and making sure that you have logical thoughts that come with those emotions, because either side, going 100 into intelligence and logic, will not make you any better than someone who is 100% into emotions, because the emotional person won't be able to think of things straight and logically and actually work through the emotions that they're having. However, the logical person will never find joy or happiness, because they can always make the decision that will benefit them but not necessarily make them happy. So you're ignoring that, number one. You're ignoring the the Three of Swords in the reverse. So we all know what it means, the Three of Swords. Hard card to feel, heartbreak, literal swords through the heart, like just stabbed right through and you can't really feel the love. It talks about mental alienation, error, loss, distraction, disorder, and confusion. So, you're ignoring the fact that you have this King of Cups energy. You have this King of Cups ability to actually process those things that you are feeling, process the negativity that comes through here, process the heartbreak, process the pain. You need to have both not peak, but you have to have both, like, a high level of emotional intelligence in order to actually logically get through those emotions, because trying to fight emotions with emotions is usually just going to add to more heated and more intense emotional feelings and discussions. So having that logical step, making sure that you are the power and that you are the king of how you feel. And I don't say king as in, like the new way of seeing a hierarchy as like a negative way. I mean king as in it's the number one thing, right? Just overthinking traditionally, because this is tarot. The king is the top of that suit. So don't ignore that in order to work through this, you're going to have to control your emotions and be able to understand what your emotions are trying to tell you. We can move on to the Nine of Pentacles now. And that card talks about roguery, deception, voided project, and bad faith. So this is... Okay, so now we have everything. We know what all the cards saying. Here's what you're ignoring. You're ignoring the fact that you have this skill. You're ignoring the fact that there's a lot of negative, and tending to your garden isn't really going to be the easiest thing to do right now, but you can't ignore that. You can't ignore that you're supposed to tend to your garden, because it will lead to the negatives. The fact that you are in heartbreak, yes, is fine, but it's in reverse. Some people like to say that the swords are actually going to be falling out soon, and it's going to be free from the pain, be free from the energy. So you can move out. You can get that pain there. It's painful. That's why it's here. It's going to be a painful card to feel, and that's why it's here. But you have this card to say there's tools, and we know how to fix it, and we know how to get past it. Maybe you don't know how, but we have friends and family who can help us. But also here, where you can't ignore your garden. You can't ignore the fact that you're still helping yourself grow and that you're still living life and that you still need to make sure that you're progressing. Especially with love. If it's a love thing that you have to progress through and you have to move on in order to find the person that's actually there for you. So, to recap, High Priestess with the intuition, you know what's around you. You know how the world is going to actually how to actually interpret the world, and you're very sure of how you feel. Perfectly good energy. King of Wands, peak of passion, and controlling that passion, knowing that you are able to be or have this peak passion and think about it. You'll know how to feel, and you know where to go, where your next direction is, and you'll know that that next direction is going to ultimately help you and make you feel grounded and stable and maybe financially successful, if you want to think about it that way. So there are things around you that you're ignoring, and I think it's these two as well. You're ignoring that you can make it, and that's going to be good for you. The Ace of Cups is a card where you are thinking about exactly what you want, which is to fill up that emotional cup and to fill up that love. That's okay to have as a focus. It's okay. Like, a lot of people like to focus on love for it, but you're wanting to be fulfilled again, which makes a lot of sense because of the pain that you felt here. But this pain, you can move on from this pain now, I feel like. You have to know you actually have the power to be emotionally fulfilled and emotionally at 100% once you can control the emotion, once you can put some logic and have a good healthy balance between the brain and the heart and making a decision. This Three of Swords is in reverse. These swords will fall out. These swords will leave you. It's still going to hurt. They're going to leave you with scars, but they're going to be moving on. So you're ignoring the fact that you can move on, and you're just ignoring the straight up garden that you need to work on, which is yourself, and the garden you need to work on, which is your life. So, 1 second. If you are looking for more strength, know that you have it. If you are looking for more strength, know that there's possible. Because you have 3 of the kings. 3 of the 4 kings have showed up onto the tarot. 3 of the 4 kings are there for you. So you know that it's there for you. You know that you're capable of getting out of it. It's just slowly working through it. And I would assume moving towards other aspects of life that you can actually be strong in. So yes, Hippo, that is your reading. Thank you so much for being here. Thank you so much for being patient. It's been very long, this stream so far. I hope you're okay with that. I hope you feel good where you are for that reading. But it is a lot. It is a lot. I have full faith that you will be able to find the strength soon. I have full faith that you'll be able to work through it as best as you can. So, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for letting me do your reading. Vicky, if you are still here, let me know what reading you would like me to do for you, what cards you would like me to do. If you're not here, then I'll just do a reading with one of the other decks. I'll give you a second. You are here. Congrats. Awesome. So yeah, which of the 3 decks would you like? And would you like a 3 spread or a 5 spread? Apologies for the crunches. I have Cheetos next to me. And I don't get Cheetos often because I live in New Zealand. Alright, Vicky, let's get to your reading. Also, Andy, welcome to the Discord. Check out the stuff we have. Some of the stuff is quite empty. The things that are quite full are the food one, the art and life to paper. Life to paper is a fun little thing to do if you want to do that. We'll be doing the show and tell in a week or so. So have a look. Alright, Vicky, we start off with the 8 of Cups, walking away. This card has been everywhere. This card has been everywhere today. Every single reading has had this card. We also had the High Priestess quite a lot too, but this card has been so prevalent. It's not a bad thing, it's just insane. There are Cheetos, but it's not like the American Cheetos. It's like Australian Cheetos, which is not as good because they don't have the fake cheddar taste, like the real good deep fried cheddar, the saltiness. It's strange. So I got a tiny bag from the international section. But walking away from something, Vicky, I think you walking away from whatever these Eight of Cups were, it looked like it was a thing that was very promising. It looked like it was a thing that was going to hold up, but I quite like the card, especially in the past, because it means you walked away from something that wasn't going to actually fulfill you, which is quite great. 100% the Australian ones are healthier, for sure. I'm not discrediting that, but like if I'm eating chips, I'm already eating bad things. So I'd want it to taste like the thing that I miss, which is, fake unhealthy Cheetos. And then the Queen of Wands. Again, this woman is very strong in her energy. This woman is very sure of who she is with, sure of what she's there with. Oh, Devil in reverse. And just like being able to attract people next to you. Yeah, it's good to walk away though. It's good to walk away, especially that you can put yourself in this energy of the Queen of Wands. Strong fire energy. I'm gonna do another read on that because there's some things that I'm still unsure about. As much as it's shown up, it's been quite intense. This is interesting. So there's the Lovers of the what you're ignoring. There's the Devil in reverse, and there's the Hermit in the future. So let's just reiterate what the Cups have to say. This is the Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups. Excuse me. Talks about walking away. Timidity, honor, and modesty. So just making a decision, being honorable about your own self, and trusting yourself, and making sure that you are making the right decision for yourself. You walked away from something that had potential, but you weren't moving on at all. So it was good to walk away from it, it feels like, because the Queen of Wands talks again. Dark woman, country woman, friendly, chaste, loving, honorable. Talking about love and money. It's attracting a lot of that with you. You feel like you're very confident in who you are. You're very confident in what is happening for you. So it's quite interesting that you're going to move on to the Hermit position in the future. So now we're into three major arcanas. So the Hermit talks about prudence, treason, dissimulation, corruption, roguery. But a lot of people read the Hermit as self-introspection, walking away from society in terms of isolating yourself for a couple minutes or a couple of days and refocusing on how you feel and how you want to help yourself. Because being a hermit is being alone, but you're never truly alone because you have yourself with you. So you have your thoughts that go around in your head, and it's about clearing up those thoughts and actually making sure you work and progress through those thoughts. And I don't think it's a negative because it's not running away from the world. It's like kind of a retreat energy, right? Where you just need to recharge. And I feel like because you feel confident in yourself here, because you feel like you are passionate with good energy here, you are setting yourself up to be in a good place where you can talk to yourself and you can help yourself. So now I'm quite interested with the Devil, because the Devil is, I'll show you something in a second, which was really cool. So the Devil in reverse talks about evil, fatality, weakness, pettiness, and blindness. So I feel like you think that you are either feeling petty about a situation, or you're feeling people be petty about the situation that you walked away from. People might be calling you out for being blind, for walking away from the Eight Cups, which is, it's fair that people will call you out on that, but it's not fair on you because you made a decision, and ultimately they have to respect that you made the decision. So walking away from that is not necessarily a popular choice, but it's a choice that helps you. And it's the Devil in reverse, right? So what I want to talk about that is the fact that the energy is not in full swing when it comes to it being in reverse. Pettiness and blindness, which means that you're not really coming down onto any what's the word? any addictions. You're not really being tempted to do anything. It was more like a regretful, or you're feeling the regret, or people are making you feel regret for the decision that you made with the Eight of Cups down here. But you're also ignoring the love. So, well, before we get to the comparison, you're ignoring the Lovers, and Lovers card, as clearly as it states it, like I don't even got to tell you to know that it's a good card. Lovers talks about attraction, love, beauty, trials overcome. So you're ignoring the fact that you've overcame whatever this was in the cups. Sorry, you're ignoring the fact that you walked away to help yourself, to help better yourself, and give you a better opportunity in life. This is what you're ignoring because it's down here. But also, these cards are two similar cards in the way that they're drawn, in the way that they're like organized. So you have the Devil right here, holding you and keeping you down to your chains. Have that in reverse, it's a weaker energy, and it's not going to be as strong as the Lovers down here, where they're free, they're open, they can hold each other and love each other. There is that duality of the flames of passion here, as well as the growth of love here. So it can be both. It can be very dangerous, but like it's a good balance of love and growth and fiery passion. So what I'm gonna say for the reading, what the reading wants you to understand, is that you did this out of love for yourself. You did this to make sure that you were okay and that you were gonna make through the situation for you, right? You weren't making this decision for other people. You weren't making this decision to make them happy, because this is your life and you're gonna get through it yourself. And you need to know that this is going to help you. This is the right decision that you made. And no matter what everyone else says around you, you did the decision for yourself, and you should be proud because you are there to help yourself. You are there to look after yourself and help yourself grow. Don't be afraid to go into your own self for a bit and, step away from the people talking. You can just walk away for a second, not have to hear the noise. And with that, you'll be okay. So yes, Vicky, that's a lovely reading, honestly. You are being pressured by the outside world. However, you are strong enough for this. You got this. You got this. You made a good call. You made a good call in trying to focus on you, because how are you going to help anyone else if you don't know how to help yourself? So, I'm proud of you. You did good, Vicky. You did good. No, thank you for letting me do your reading. Guys, thank you so much for hanging out. I know it's been a weird one. Been a bit intense. Been a bit all over the place, but it happens. That's what we're gonna do. Just how the way it is sometimes. You do got this, indeed. You do got this. Alright. Lilac Leela. It's time for yours. I'm gonna have some Cheetos. I almost choked on a Cheeto. Thank you so much for following, Hippo. Welcome to this stream and to this community. Feel free to join in the Discord if you want to have a chat with people. If you want to do the art challenge that we're currently doing for the month of November. And yeah, hope you enjoy your stay here. It's go time, Leela. I also like that name. I hope I'm not saying it wrong. I like how it rolls off the tongue when you say Leela. We will do you the Housewives, and however many cards come out, will be however many cards come out. Transformation, making yourself anew. So 5 of Swords. Ooh, confident in yourself. Confident in your tools. Flying through. Good energy. 3 of Cups too. Quite like this. I quite like this. Celebration. I'm indecisive on what to ask. Can you just go where you are led? And you are saying it correct. Alright, cool. Love the name. You know what, Lila, we'll get you 2 more cards, because I would like to see what you were ignoring, or what potentially you could be more focused on. Oh, shoot. There it is. 3 cards. Oh, okay. We got one of everything. Right, so we go with the 5 of Swords, and the 5 of Swords talks about accepting limitations, realism, and time management, right? So it's understanding who you are as a person, what you can and cannot do, and it's understanding not to overstretch yourself and not do too much. Because, again, not everyone's going to be able to do everything, so knowing your limits and knowing the way that you work is very important for what's next. And I think with that, with knowing who you are and knowing where you're going to go and what you can manage, etc., that's what gets you to the 8 of Wands energy. And for this card specifically, it talks about travel, flight, and growth. Growth is, I think, the thing that you want to be focusing on here. Because, yes, you can accept your limits. Yes, you know what you can and cannot do. But you can grow and progress yourself and make sure that you're, you know, maybe working your way to do those things as well. It's just that you couldn't have done it at the time. It talks about a trip being in order, but I don't know if this is a trip in terms of moving, like, physically and actually visiting a place. I feel like this is more of a trip of your mind and yourself, like moving yourself straight through towards something. Oh, what's the word? You know, it's like transformation and moving your current self into someone better. So it's like moving your mindset into somewhere good. That's hilarious. I was literally talking to a friend within the past hour. Excuse me, within the past hour about how I spread myself too thin. Yeah. So maybe with that you feel more productive. Maybe that you feel more. You have a new sense of motivation now that you can focus on like 1 or 2 things and actually progress and attack that, because it's a fast-moving energy, the 8 of Wands. That's 8 of her cleaning tools moving towards the sky with her. So she has all of her tools going with her. She has everything that's going to hold her up to go there and actually progress, which is amazing to see. So that's cool. That's dope. Why do we move on to the Cups? 3 of Cups. Let's find out. So 3 of Cups talks about creation, change, and conception. Again, you know, it talks about having a baby, but this could be like a new project of yours. It could be a new start. With this motivation, you can move on to something probably more complex. So maybe it's, you know, your hands are in too many pots. Is that what it's called? Too many honey pots? Your hands in dipped into too many honey pots? But like, okay, you're overwhelming yourself with too many things and you're making yourself like a jack of all trades almost. But if you start to focus on the fact that you can start to become a master of a couple, a master of one, which is quite good, you can start to birth a new project, birth a new way of thinking, birth a new way of approaching things. I'm organizing my life because I have a new opportunity I'm going towards shortly, and it's going to take my time. Yeah, so whatever this opportunity is, you can go hundies into it and actually like fight forward and push through. It'll get you to a new place. It'll birth you into a new situation. So if it's that new job, this is where it's coming from. I wrote that too before you said that there was a new start. But that's what this card is saying, right? This card is telling you that it's gonna be there. This card is telling you that you're gonna absolutely have that opportunity, and that you just need to be aware of who you are before you start to judge yourself in that start, especially. And that actually kind of like relates to the Ace of Swords in a way, because the Ace of Swords likes to talk about challenges, trials, and upcoming ordeals. So you know that there's going to be challenges in this new world. You know there's going to be challenges in this future. However, you should also know that you are starting, and this is the Ace. It's the beginning of being logical. It's the beginning of being intelligent. It's not a developed energy. It's just the start. So you have to understand that you are also just starting. You are also just beginning. So there's no reason to talk down onto yourself if something goes wrong. There's no reason to make yourself feel bad if you make a mistake. It's the beginning. You're going to be okay. And okay, now that it's, oh, wow, I hate how my mouth just goes and my brain doesn't want to follow. I'm already starting to be hard myself. Well, yeah, I mean, even like taking a step aside from tarot, you have to understand that You're not going to be perfect in your first go for a new job or a new situation. That's just, you either have to be really, really talented and smart and amazing and one in a million. Not sure how I feel about this pan flute. You just have to, be patient with yourself because you're learning. It's about learning and being patient. So, here's what I'm actually quite curious, because you're ignoring the fact that there's cultivation, growth, and the nurture. That's exactly what you're ignoring. You're ignoring the fact that you need to grow. You're ignoring the fact that you need to give yourself some time. Like, listen to the definition of this card. The Page of Cups is a creative and sensitive, nurturing figure who demonstrates the importance of pouring plenty of TLC on any relationship you'd like to see blossom. That could be your relationship with your job, or that could be your job itself. You want to make sure it blossoms. You want to pour some TLC into it, pour some love. But this is a card of backstab and gossip and whatnot. So I feel like in this section here, it's telling you what you're ignoring is that you need love, and you need to make sure your heart, good to yourself and smart for yourself and empathetic towards yourself. But I think it's also telling you what to ignore. Ignore these people who talk behind your back. Ignore these people who you think are talking. Ignore these people who you think are actually putting you down. They might not be at all. That could just be all in your head, because you yourself like to talk down onto yourself. You yourself like to be hard onto yourself. Like, in a way, it's kind of like you yourself backstabbing yourself because you're preventing yourself to progress because you think you're just going to fail. So it's that self-fulfilling prophecy that's occurring where you are honestly betraying yourself because you don't have faith in yourself when you should have faith in yourself. You should understand that you are strong enough and you're capable because you have all your tools here. And it's only the start. So whatever mistake you make, whatever mistake goes, you need to remember to put compassion into yourself, and you need to not ignore that sometimes the biggest hurdle when it comes to starting something new and starting something scary is yourself. So this isn't people talking now. I think this is you just holding yourself back. This is you being the gossiper against yourself, and that's what you need to work towards and you need to work through. Be aware that sometimes you are your worst you are your worst enemy to the situation, and that you can actually get through with it and you'll be fine. That was actually really quick, really nice. Cool how 5 cards came out. Sorry, 6 cards. How 6 cards came out. My job has a lot of drama, and I work with people who are quick to be catty and backstab. I haven't had it done to me, but I've seen it done to others, so I'm absolutely expecting it. You can be expecting it, but sometimes you have to know that you might be the one holding yourself back for it. If it happens to you, you can't control it. If it happens to you, I'm sorry if it does happen. I really wish it won't. But you have to be the one that, especially in that situation or that environment, you have to be the one to be passionate to yourself. You have to be the one to actually put love if no one else is giving the love. So, you're gonna be fine, Leela. You're gonna be fine. Trust. Hi. Hi. It's going good.
Where's Josh?
Sorry, team. My dad showed up. Just needed to have a quick convo. I need to have a better. I should probably put an image or something to say family in the room or something, just to let y'all know. But Lila, thank you so much for the reading. Lila, you don't have to, but thank you so much. Paper Dad. It was Paper Dad, Dad Penguin. I think Paper Dad. Lila, thank you so much for the tip. I really appreciate it. I can only say thank you. Thank you. Putting a lot into this stream, and I can actually, like, that's money that I could actually use because a bit of the subs and the bits and whatnot. I have to wait for a bit before I can cash it out. But thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. Yeah, I don't know, and there's not a lot else I can say. But yeah, what's up, Cheetah? Hope you're doing alright. Sorry that I gave you guys panic. I need to put a more obvious thing that family is in the room. But right now, we can do Andy's reading. Andy, if you're in chat, let me know. I'm just gonna start it because you told me which cards you want. Also, Spooky y'all, thank you so much for the follow. I know it was 2 minutes ago. I'll add you to the list right now. Is it Spooky all or spook y'all? Like, are you spooking all of us, or are you like is everyone spooky? Like, are y'all spooky, or am I gonna spook? Or sorry, card popped out. Judgment. Spooky y'all. I like spooky y'all. Spooky all. Okay, spooky all. Tell me which deck you like. You can do exclamation decks as a command, and it will show you it will send you to an imager link of the decks. We are currently doing a 5 spread. If you would like a 5 spread, we can do one for you too. It adds past, present, future, what you are thinking about and what you're not thinking about. But if you just want a 3 card spread, then I'm gonna definitely just give you 3 cards. Yeah, if you want general, that's all you need. Then we'll get to a general reading. It doesn't have to be too intense. Yeah. Oh, shoot. You're ignoring something big. Charming Panda, hello. Yeah, you can get a reading. We're nearing the end of the stream, so jumped in at the right time. Let me know if you want a 3 or 5 card spread. If you do exclamation decks, it'll send you to an imager link of the decks that we have, so you can have a look and see which vibe you want. Also, if you do exclamation tarot, it tells you my relationship with tarot and where I'm at with tarot, and who, what gives me the right. I don't have the right to do it, let's be real. But let's go. Judgment. So, Andy, the Judgment card is kind of like a rebirth in terms of like looking towards someone and figuring out a situation. It seems like you were the one who made a judgment upon something, because the Moon card is the card that follows. So those cards interplaying with each other means that you made a judgment on a situation or a person, and I feel like it's a situation where you ended the situation in a way because of the judgment that you made. So it's like, obviously if you're in court, the judge puts the hammer down. What's it called? Whatever happened, and you moved on from it. So the Moon card likes to talk about nostalgia. It is the opposite of the Sun. It's not the happiest card in the deck because it's very somber, it's moody, but there's a lot of interplay of balance and love compared to the Sun, because there are 2 wolves, black and white in the end, and there's 2 fishes, which talks about Pisces and Cancer. Oh, sorry, it talks about Pisces spinning around each other. So there's that balance there, which is quite nice. You are reminiscing about whatever happened in the past. You are reminiscing that I think you're just reminiscing about the good that came up from it. But then you're moving on towards the 3 of Pentacles, which is a card of work, a card of putting like actual work into play, and a card of putting, and people seeing you put that work in, which is cool. I feel like this is a love thing. It feels like a love thing to me because whatever it was, whatever you made. Actually, when I say love, it doesn't have to be romance. It could be friendship as well. Whoever you walked away from, or whoever you made a judgment upon, forced you to put some work into yourself and forced you to help yourself and build yourself in a way. I like that feeling of the Three of Pentacles where you're putting in the work and people are seeing you, or seeing the work actually progress, and you're getting somewhere with the work, which is awesome. But that's in the future, so it'll be your decision to move through, and it'll be your decision to move through, or when you want to start to put the work in, because that's in the future. The Two of Wands, you're looking at your dominion. It's someone who looks in front of the world and the future that they have and what's next, seeing the potential that is out there for them. Seeing the wall of fire is kind of like seeing the challenges ahead of you, and it's going to be kind of tough and scary. I think you perceive it as a tough and scary thing, but there's a lot of passion and a lot of potential that it can go through. So once you get through that fire, once you go through the fires, essentially, like the saying says, you'll end up coming through the other side a lot stronger, hardened, and actually better equipped and better suited. So I think that's where these two cards interplay, because of the fires here, because of the fires that come through. It's just going to be the work that you're going to put in, and after you put that work in, after you go through with it, you're going to be better off for it. You're kind of ignoring... See, here's why I feel like you walking away and you making that judgment is good for you, because that was a tower moment for you. You're ignoring that it was a tower moment, and it shook you down to the ground. It shook you down to your stables. That's not the word that I'm looking for. Your base, your foundation. It shook you down straight to the foundation. The tower that was happening, the tower that was being built, was one that was not worth it, was one that was only going to lead to pain. So it needed to change, it needed to go down, and you made that decision. You made that decision to go through that tower moment because you had to. And again, I want to emphasize, the best decision for you will never, the best decisions are usually some of the hardest ones to feel and not the most fun ones to feel. So remember that you needed this tower situation to happen in order to make yourself feel better. It's okay to reminisce about the good. It's okay to reminisce about what was positive about the past, because truth be told, not everything is 100% negative or 100% positive. So it's okay to look back and say that there was happy moments. Just don't forget why you walked away from it. Don't forget why this moment happened. Don't forget why you are where you are now. You made this choice. You made this. You should be proud of it, because going through a tower where you made the judgment is one that a lot of people would choose not to do because they are scared. And you made a decision, and I think it's going to help you in the long run, and it is continuing to help you. But it's okay to look back and think about it. Just make sure that you're only reminiscing and you're not actually pursuing it. Yeah, I think it's about one of my oldest friends. Right. And again, it's super hard to say goodbye to an old friend, especially if they haven't been the best person to you. It's super hard to also accept that you might have been the person that wasn't doing the best towards your friend. That's me projecting, but you know what I'm saying. So yeah. You gotta pick and choose when you're gonna start the work, when you're gonna start to progress and make yourself feel better, when you're gonna start putting in the work to make sure, so that people can see that you are progressing and that you are better off. Quite straightforward, the reading. I quite like that. Okay. Hey Andy, no, thank you for being here. Thank you for being patient. I'm just glad you were here for the reading, and I'm glad you joined the Discord. Thank you so much for doing that. Feel free to do I'm gonna push the creative challenge because that's something I really want us to do, and that's something I really want to grow, so thank you. Alright. Spooky all. What did you say? Like general? Cool. I'll just give you a general. I'll give you a general 3 spread with the housewives, if that's okay with you. Just to kind of give you like a quick little thing that the tarot wants to say. 3 of Pentacles again. Welcome to that work life. Welcome to that putting in the work and putting in the work and having people see that you're putting in the work and that the work is looking good. That was you in the past. So you put the work in something. You put the work in Usually it's self-work that I like to see. Usually it's self-work that I like to actually read from this, because putting in that work is quite important for a lot of people. The Fool. So with that work, gave you an opportunity to jump into something new. So, man, the thing that's playing in my head right now is university. So maybe you were putting the work at uni and all of a sudden you graduated and now you have the Fool, you have the world at your feet. But it's quite... like, the joy's not going to be there forever. Here's the call. Here's what I think the tarot wants you to do. So you have put the work in, you are confident in the work that you put in. So I'm seeing this as more of a career type reading. Whatever you did, you feel happy. Whenever you do, in your situation right now, in the present, you feel like you have the opportunity to do anything and the world is in front of you. That's with the Fool card. But it is the Fool card after all, right? So there's a lot of good potential with the Fool, and there's a lot of beauty in the Fool. But also the Fool is not just a fun word to use. The Fool is someone who actually might make a mistake, and that's where the Three of Swords come in. I feel like there might be some sort of heartbreak or pain if you continue on with the full energy of the Fool to be kind of reckless and too carefree. So there's this warning now that I'm getting from the reading where, yes, be free, yes, be innocent, yes, have that childlike quality of just jumping into something when you can, but you also have to be responsible about what you do. Don't go overboard and don't rest on your laurels that you put in the work in the past, because sometimes that work might not even, help and or hold up to what you have in the future. So just quick and basic. It's actually just a quick and basic reading. If you put the work, you jump into something, and it might end up poor and sad if you don't take care, if you don't read the room, read what's happening, if you don't prepare yourself first. So the Fool says, yes, there's an opportunity, but I think the Three of Swords is just warning you that not all opportunities are going to be successful, or not all opportunities are going to be good opportunities. So that's my call. It's quick and easy. That was actually so quick. If you want, let me know if you want another card to kind of talk through the Three of Swords, if you want to clarify that. But if you're cool, then I'm cool, because I quite like that. I like knowing that my work in the past would have given me an opportunity for something new, but I also like the warning of hey, keep your head in the game. Don't let this slip now. You got this. Just don't be irresponsible. Oh, cool. Thank you for the reading. Got it. Hey, and I do tarots every Thursday, or if you want to spend your points on tarot readings, you definitely can. A lot of people like spending points on the haiku or the poem. I have a whole book for that if you're interested. But yes, thank you so much. Oh, also guys, we're 4 subscribes away from getting a new emote, and a new emote that stays with us forever. So tomorrow I'm probably going to push to get those subs. We're 4 away. We're 4 away. You guys will have the paper lol emote. We're gonna get there. But yeah, thank you so much, Spooky. I know that was very quick compared to the other ones, but yeah. Andy says, I've been trying to learn tarot. Listening to your readings is super helpful. I'm glad that you're using me as a means to learn. Sailor Dune, how do I get a reading? You ask politely. It's free readings. I've got some time left. I might make you the last reading, if that's cool. Charming Panda, if you're still here, your reading is up next. And you're gonna do the Rider-Waite for 5 cards. Sailor Dune, just to let you know, we do 2 types of readings here on this stream. We do a 3 spread and a 5 spread. 3 spread is past, present, and future, and a 5 spread is what you are ignoring and what you are thinking about. I also have 3 types of decks that you can look at to see which one you want. Just use the command !decks for it, and you should find out. My question was, is my person going to be continuing to do these toxic behaviors? Right. So, here's the thing with your question. My readings don't necessarily give you straight answers on, like, it's not gonna tell you. Okay, what the best person is, it's fine. It's not gonna give you a direct answer. If yes, it's not gonna give you a yes or no answer, right? My readings are gonna help you with a different perspective on the situation. So right now, if you're seeing your person be toxic, my readings will give you a way to look at it. Be like, is there a reason why they're toxic? Is there a reason why we can work through this toxicity? Do I want to continue to work through this toxicity? Do I want to continue and maybe grow from the situation? So we're going to see what the cards say for that. This isn't a yes or no thing. This isn't a future telling thing or like a way to read minds. I just want you to know that for sure, okay? Because like I don't want you to come in here and give you a reading that you weren't expecting. So yeah, I mean, we're here to either confirm that you think that it's a lost cause. We're here to confirm how you feel and not necessarily what they're doing. Because I feel like it's quite irresponsible to say what other people are thinking or what other people are kind of figuring it out, you know. But this current reading is for Charming Panda. We're doing a 5 spread for them. I'm sorry if that felt like I was telling you off, Sailor Dune. I just wanted to make sure because I don't want to mislead you, and I want to make sure that you know what you're getting into with my readings. 8 of Wands in reverse. Charming Panda, this is looking pretty good so far. There is going to be a challenge for you in the future, but that's fine. It seems like you're diligently preparing. It's like you're preparing yourself for it almost. It's like you're seeing yourself in a way that it's like you know this is going to happen, so you're doing the best that you can for it. Because that 8 of Pentacles right there, that's a beautiful card in terms of just whittling away at your work and producing things and making sure that you're fine. That's magical. The World card. What's up, Mike? Pen Gang. It's like Pen Gang because we're writers and artists, but it's also the penguin thing. Fuck, I hope M's okay. Right. So, if anyone knows anything about tarot, you know that one of the most hated cards in the deck is the Ten of Swords. Did you submit it to the thing? To the Discord? Because if you submitted it to at the life to paper portion, I'm not gonna read that until we do the fucking, what do you call it? The show and tell. We'll do the show and tell thing. Because I haven't even looked at M's drawing with the colors. Yeah, we had the Ten of Swords quite a lot, Winter. So, tell you what, this is just how it is, you know? But this is not, I don't think it's that way. The card's going to be read in that way for this one. Just looking at the spread, it's quite, I think it's more of a reminder than anything. So, Panda. Sorry, is your name? Let me just make sure you got your name right. Yeah, Charming Panda. Panda, here's your reading. You have the 8 of Pentacles, which talks about work, employment, commission, craftsmanship, skill and craft, and business. That's putting the work in, clearly. But that's like getting paid for it and having people actually commission for you. And it's so confident in yourself. It's so aware that you can do it and that things are going to be fine and that it's easy going. And you know that groove of, what's the word? There's that feeling of flow when it comes to your work. That feeling of flow when it comes to your preparation, which is awesome. It makes a lot of sense, especially when you move towards the 9 of Pentacles, which talks about prudence, safety, success, accomplishment, gratitude, and discernment. Just, you know, walking around your garden, making sure that your garden is fine and beautiful, being happy with what you have, being happy with what you've created, which is freaking dope. Because that's where you are in your present. You are stoked where you are. You are stoked with what you've made. So you're stoked where you are, and you are stoked with what you've made. I'm sorry if my words are slurring so bad. And then you have the 8 of Wands, which talks about arrows of jealousy, internal disputes, stingings of consciousness, and quarrels. So I think this is going to come from other people. Other people are going to see where you are, and they're going to try to pull you down. They're going to try to discredit you for what you're doing, and I don't feel like you're going to stand up to that. You're not going to take that lying down. You're going to Be confident in yourself, and I think you're not even gonna fight it. I think you're just gonna ignore it in a way, because you know who you are, you know the amount of work that you put in, and you know that the work that you put in has been clean. You know the work that you put in has been good, and you know that the work you put in has had nothing but honesty behind it, like just pure hard work and honesty. That's, I feel like, where it's coming from. So whatever this challenge is, whoever this is attacking you, or whoever is trying to like put you down, be confident in yourself. Know that you put the work in and you did the right things to get that work done. Because what you are thinking and your current thoughts in your head is the world. And the world, sorry, it's at the top, you can't really see it. The world talks about cycles happening and kind of having, so it's not like the Wheel of Fortune where it's a cycle of good or bad happening, but more it's like you have the world in front of your feet. You are focused on increasing what you're doing and making sure that it impacts a lot of people, or it does a lot of good work in it. It talks about assured success, route, voyage, immigration, flight, change of place. So you might even like get a promotion out of the situation, or that's what you're looking. Oh, that's what you're aiming. You're aiming for a promotion because of the hard work that you're putting in, and people are gonna try to put you down and say that you don't deserve the promotion. Is what I feel like is coming. But you know yourself. You put the work in. You put a lot of the magic, and I feel like you should be confident and stick that with yourself. Which is dope. Just know what you're ignoring is that you have been backstabbed before, and you have felt the failure, and you have had the experience of people telling you that you weren't good enough, so you didn't pursue it, and then ultimately like caused pain for you, and it's made you struggle. But that's a thing that you shouldn't forget, because you're not gonna let that happen to you anymore. You're done with that happening. You're done with that moment. You've already experienced it and you've learned from it. So you've learned that yes, you put in the work, and then someone's saying that you're not good enough. You know that you were good enough, and you're not gonna make that same mistake again. You know that you're gonna be able to stand up for yourself. This card. This card is not gonna be as strong compared to all of these put together, because you've had the experience and you've learned. You've put in the work. You know that you are good with the work, and you're so focused on moving and getting that success and moving forward. So whatever it is, I have full faith that you're gonna do great. I have full faith that you're going to smash it. Whatever this promotion is that you're not trying to aim for, keep working towards it, and you're going to get that promotion. I promise you. I mean, I can't promise you that. Like, I can't tell the future. Like, I don't know if my energies are as strong as other readers, but you know what I'm saying. Have some faith that you can do it, because you can. Charm Panda, that was brilliant. That was magical. I love that for you. Yeah, there's challenges in the future coming up, but you're well equipped. You're gonna be fine. No, thank you for letting me do your reading. Alright, Sailor Dune, let's go. Did you want a 5 spread or a 3 spread? You know, let's do you a 5 spread. Let's do you a 5 spread of, sorry, I had a notification on the phone. Alright, let's do your 5 spread. Let's make this a good one. We'll do your Rider Waite, because I feel like if you want answers from your question, it's gonna be the best card, because it does not hide the truth at all. Alright, I gotta go back to your question just in case I don't miss it, so I don't forget it. Yeah, we'll continue the toxic behaviors. So we're gonna see what the cards say with that situation. And I'm very sorry that your person is actually like being toxic towards you, and it really sucks, because I'm just a dude on the internet. I can't really do much. I can only give you words of affirmation and advice if you would like it. But it's not an easy thing to go through, and I hope you know that you're not weak because of it. I hope you know that you don't deserve it, and that there's no means of people saying, because I understand karma, and I know karma makes me feel like I deserve the negatives as well. But with that, with that, you also deserve love, and you deserve the positives that go for it as well. They act normal to everyone else, and only when no one's around they begin. I hope if this is intentional, they do face karma. Well, if they face karma, they will face it. But I hope this isn't karma against you, is what I'm saying. So with this situation, it seems that there was like again, I don't know why the swords are reading reckless to me right now. Page of Swords, the beginning of like mastering the energies of the sword, which is intelligence and logic, right? So that feeling of mastery, Wheel of Fortune, you think you're hoping that things come around, you're hoping that things come through. And this is hard because now I'm trying to figure out if this energy is their energy in terms of, that's a lot of cards. It's three cards. When we talked about the relationship, he got icy cold. Yeah. I can feel that really sucks. 7 cards. Why 7 cards? Because the card said so, not me. So that means we will work through this. Also, I'm not a fan of what's happening right now with the music. I'm not sure how the music feels right now. Here we go. 7 cards. You got lucky. They want to say something to you right now, so pay attention. So the Page of Swords talks about authority, overseeing secret service, vigilance, spying, examination, and the qualities thereto belonging. So, man, I feel like you've been watching out for this for a very long time now. There could be you just being unsure about how they act. I mean, especially when you're figuring this out and feeling that they are icy. And again, not to respond for days on end, only to say he was busy. It felt manipulative. So yeah, there's that sense of ignoring, but like there's a sense of you wanting to keep up and like watch and see what they're actually doing, because they're being so secretive about this, because they're being so behind the back about this. So it's kind of strange for why the 3 of Cups is here. Maybe it's a time of celebration for you, and it just feels strange that it is there for you, because the question that you said is quite heavy. He replied and said he wanted to respond when he had time, only to ghost again. Right, so he's being a piece of shit. Sorry. I talk about readers who are way too intense, but honestly, if he's doing that to you, he's being a piece of shit. The conclusion of any matter, plenty, perfection, merriment, happiness. So the conclusion to a matter, I feel like you want to... Man, I feel like you want to end this. This is what you're trying to do with the tarot, is that you want to look for some sort of confirmation from the world to tell you that it's not worth it. And I think the cards are telling you that it's not worth it. But these are just cards that have randomly popped out of a deck, and I'm just a random dude on the internet. So it's your decision to end it. I feel like you know that you want to end it is what's happening here. I feel like that's where your heart is, because he has not played with your heart well, or he has not even like treated your heart with respect, which he should, because you deserve that respect. You deserve to be loved like everyone else, and he does too. He does deserve to be loved. He just has to grow up first and actually like work through whatever he's going through, because I wouldn't want to call him a piece of shit and just walk away from that. He might be a piece of shit because of many reasons, like he might have been burnt in the past, he might just not be fully aware of how emotions work, or he's still learning. And I don't care if they're old. I don't care if they're in their 40s. Some people don't know that yet. Some people don't come around to that until the end of their lives. So it takes time for people. So let's understand that, yes, he's a piece of shit, but there's a reason for it. So 5 of Wands in reverse talks about trickery, contradiction, litigation, and disputes. So I feel like, yeah, if you don't come to the end or come to the conclusion with this, you will just continue to have the struggles. Again, trickery, contradiction, litigation, and disputes. So it's more disputes, it's more arguing, it's more just trying to find an answer while he'll dodge it and walk away. Yeah, I mean, honestly, like, if we're gonna just be honest and make sure that we're being fair, I do that a lot too. I like to blame the people in my past for how I am and why I'm a piece of shit. But it's also not a smart thing to do because I control who I am and I control what I do. So he needs to do the same and understand that. And you need to understand that that type of person is not going to be good for you at all, and that you deserve better than that type of person because you deserve someone who is actually stable and has their shit figured out. It doesn't have to be 100% figured out. They could be just close to figuring it out, but there are aspects in which they should know and should actually understand before they can actually pursue it. Which is why I think the Wheel of Fortune is on your mind, because yes, I think you want that karmic change. You want that wheel to hit him at the bottom. You want to make sure that he will not stay at top and that karma actually strikes, which is a very spiteful way to think and feel. But honestly, it's a way that a lot of people think and feel whenever someone's done them dirty. So I don't blame you for it. You just have to move past that, is what I'm gonna say, because the Wheel of Fortune will benefit you in the long run. The benefit will become, you'll find your own karma to actually do good for you. So just be patient for yourself and don't wish negative upon them. Right, and I can't say sorry enough that you were used that way, and I'm sorry that you're essentially taken advantage of, and I'm sorry that you've had to experience that, and you don't deserve that. You never deserve to be treated negatively in a way. But that's why we're gonna move on to what you're ignoring, and it kind of works because here's exactly what you're ignoring. We talk about the Pentacles, and we talk about the Eight of Pentacles being like work and being good work that you put in. In the reverse, it's talk about voided. It talks about being voided, voided ambition, vanity, cupidity, exaction, and usury. So usury, you ignored that you were used. You ignored at the start that maybe this would be better, and it sucks because that's where the signs would have pointed to. But I don't blame you for being hopeful and giving it a shot at the very least. And that way, that's commendable because you gave someone a chance. Now it's just it feels like you just have to walk away from it, because when we talk about the star definition now finally fits with the reading, because now it feels like actual loss, theft, privation, abandonment, and putting all these together. This is what you're ignoring, right? You're ignoring the fact that something was taken from you, and that he was taking advantage of you. You're ignoring the fact that it kind of just, this is void. This doesn't matter. Not that it doesn't matter, is that he didn't think it mattered, and it wasn't the best thing in the world for you. Sorry, the music's a bit loud. He's still following me on my social, so I have his feeling he will come back when he wants, and I was going to just block today. You can just unfollow him. Actually, blocking's not a bad idea too, especially if he's the one who's doing all the toxic things. But here's another thing that you're ignoring. Soon. You can start if you want. You're ignoring the fact that this is a burden. Holding on to this is just holding on to all these 10 wands. And look how struggling it is to hold 10 wands at once. It's so impossible. It's too much work. You're trying to do too much, and you should just let go of it and move on to someone way, way better. Someone who will actually give you the time of day. Someone who will actually respect you for who you are and love you for who you are. Because you're ignoring all the negatives that come to it because you want it to change and turn. And I know it's scary. I know it's scary to try and find someone else that's new, especially when this one's around and you can maybe turn them around. But honestly, it's just better to go for someone different. Go for someone who's way better. Find them. It's gonna take some time, but you're gonna have to find them, because continuing on with this, it's just gonna be negative for you. So yeah, it feels like he's gonna continue to be toxic. It feels like that that this is a burden. It feels like you're just ignoring your own feelings when it comes to the situation, and you know yourself that this is not something that you want. So, quite heavy. But I feel like this is a lot of things that you already know. So, I'm sorry to have to reiterate and actually push it that way, or kind of tell it to you in your face that way. But I hope you are okay. I hope you do find the people that love you, the person that will take care of you. I hope you find your soulmate or your twin flame. And I hope you know that you deserve the love, that you deserve to be treated with as much respect and be given the whole world. Because that's what everyone deserves that. But yes, Sailor Dune, thank you so much for being here with the reading. I hope that helped you get somewhere you want to be. And team, that is going to be us for tonight. Thank you so much for being here. Guys, it was an adventure today. It was a lot of work, if I'm going to be honest, but it's work that I would love to do over and over again. So, for everyone who's here, thank you so much. Oh, my phone was also about to die. Let me just put my phone on to charge, because my god, it's so close to dying. But yeah, guys, sorry for the mic. Thank you so much for coming. Thank you so much for being here. I appreciate you guys for hanging out to this tarot stream, especially for the people who had their readings done and hung out. Joshi, Winterchild, thank you so much for being here. I hope Em is okay with whatever happened with her. Mike, I don't know if you're still here, but thanks for popping by. So 3 hours ago, let's go just say hello to the things that happened. Yeah, thank you so much for coming over, Panda. Thank you so much, Rock Slaughter, for the follow. Thank you so much, Mike, for the 3 bits. Vicky, thank you for the follow. Leela, thank you for the follow. Hippo, thank you for the follow. And Spooky all, sorry, thank you for the follow. Big shout outs to Leela, who donated $20 to me. Thank you so much for that. Also to Dicky for the past stream. He donated $20 to the charity drive that we're doing. So again, big ups and big thank yous to him. Guys, thank you so much. I don't think we're gonna raid today. Actually, let's see if there's anyone to raid that has kind of the same vibe that we're gonna go for right now. Might not happen. Nah. Thing is playing Oath, so that might be a bit too much for you guys, especially after the relaxed vibe. But guys, yeah, we're just gonna head out. Thank you so much for being here. I pressed that way too soon. Thank you so much for being here. We'll be back next Thursday. Tomorrow, Joshi and everyone else, I'm going to be streaming some Yakuza from about 1 p.m. New Zealand time. We're going to see how long we're going to go. So yeah, thank you guys so much. Hope you guys have a lovely night wherever you are. A lovely day if it's starting out for you. And cool. Goodbye. Stay safe.